believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. Hello. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're almost to the end of the week. How's everybody doing? What is up? I see a lot of people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, my card was, yeah, my card kind of goes. Hi, Smooch! Four of Pentacles. You say it's scary how accurate it is. That's how it be. Cleo's back on the reverse streak with the Seven of Cups. Yep. She's back. Disney, hello! How is everybody doing? You're gonna lurk because Ian needs diaper in a bottle. No problem. Jack is here. How is everybody? Alex, hello. We should get an animated emote that is live but scrolling quickly. Wait, what do you mean by scrolling? But yes, we could do that. Like Pog Slide. We should do that. Alex, can you put that in my Discord? Because that would actually be really easy to make. I could probably do that in like single afternoon. What's the command? Remind me. I don't have a command. You just have to open the Discord like a noob. I don't know. Like a scrub. That's a better word. Farts. I know. I'm sorry. Oh, Jack's been here for 10 straight streams. Thanks, guys. Alex saying how much he loves Power Wash Simulator 2. I know I watched some of your VOD. Great game. I'm excited for them to fix all their bugs, but it's still very playable. Yeah, Alex was telling me about some of the updates that they've made, and he loves it. Like quality of life updates. He loves them. Okay, here's why the stream is a surprise to me. Over to this side of me. Guys, did you know there's a game showcase today? Should we watch that? I had a whole bunch of other plans. It's for Xbox. Do we care? Should we watch that? Also, how long is it? So I might like put that on and then we could just shoot the shit while we watch it. Oh no, not a game showcase. Disney, you don't think those are fun? I think they're kind of fun. So I don't know, we could do that. I got my tarot card set up because Disney will be getting a tarot reading at some point today. Yep. And then I was gonna do art. It's gonna be a very chatty stream today. It's gonna be very chill, chatty stream. Probably like co-working vibes. You know what I mean? If you got shit to do or if you just want to like hang out with me. If you like the chatty streams, today is the day for you. But also if you just like to watch tarot or like therapeutic, we're getting to the coloring in and the carving phase of my Lord of the Rings block carve I'm working on. You need to change your hoodie of disappointment if we do that. Oh wait, this can do it. Here we go. This is kind of better. It can block my eyes. That one's kind of good. Hey, Rick! Welcome in, dude. How's your Thursday? Yeah, it's largely quality of life plus new levels. A sequel, which is fine with me. That's true. It makes it worth it. Let me see the slouch with it for science. Who's ready for the game showcase? Is this it? There should be an emote. Oh, wait! Oh my god. Echo and Friendo say hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We're deciding what to do today. Mortal Wombat, welcome. Perfect. Disney. You had that planned. Disney did that on purpose. We're deciding what to do today, gang. There's a game showcase on. I'm debating if we should watch that. Other than that, the plans are Disney gets a tarot reading today that I kind of owe her, as well as we're going to do some Lord of the Rings Hobbit block carving. Welcome in. Trina, hi! Yes, I will tell everyone about Hobbitsgiving. Gang, Hobbitsgiving is going to be your annual holiday tradition in this community that we're all going to look forward to and love. It is when around Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, give or take annually, we're going to sit down together on my Discord and watch one of the Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings, one of the Middle-earth film trilogies. So this year it's going to be The Hobbit. Next year, Lord of the Rings. Extended edition. We sit and watch all of them in one sitting in my Discord. And we also eat like a hobbit for the day. So it's like the whole breakfast, second breakfast, 11s, lunch, afternoon tea, all of it. It's like 7 meals, which is available. I see on that link that just came up in the chat. I made a little poster for it. It's going to be great. I'm also going to do this thing where sorry, I'm so distracted by the thing on my Cintiq. I'm also going to do this thing where I am going to walk whenever the company is walking. So whenever the company or the fellowship is walking, I'm walking alongside them because I need to get steps in that day. And I can confirm, guys, Alex and I are going to pick up a walking pad tomorrow. So it'll happen. And that's Hobbitsgiving. We're doing that every year. Long time no see. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. All are welcome. You just have to join the Discord. It won't be on Twitch, but all the movies will be there. We do it with what's called the Discord stage. So you get to not just like sit in a watch party room, but like I will be streaming. Thank you so much for the sub, Echo. How long? Has been subscribed for 4 months. Thank you so much. But yeah, it'll be on the Discord, so the movie will be available for you there, and then I will be streaming kind of like this, where you will still be able to like hear me talk and see my reactions, and then we will have, the chat where everyone else will kind of be hanging out. So it'll feel just like this, but we'll be watching a movie all day, kind of celebrating the harvest season and whatnot. I think I said celebrating good food and good stories. That's gonna be our holiday. You know what's great about a walking pad? You can dramatically sing Wait For Me from Hadestown and pretend you're on the moving stage circle. Trina, I haven't seen Hadestown, but admittedly I have done that before with, what's it? The Schuyler sisters from Hamilton. Admittedly, I have done that. You can also do other songs from other musicals with the moving stage circles. Yeah! Yep. If you ever get the chance, def go. To Hadestown, I would love to go see more musicals. Illegal not to do the Hamilton, exactly. Hamilton is one Alex and I have seen live, and that was a fucking treat, dude. Trina, have you seen the Master It musical on TikTok? You'd love it? No! I haven't. My musical knowledge, I love musicals, but my musical knowledge, especially compared to like the theater kids, it's very lacking. It's very lacking. I do love playing in musicals too. That was a favorite of mine when I was a horn player. I will be looking it up yesterday. Link it in Discord. He's the best. Yeah, I'll look at that too. Oh, wait, while Trina's here, guys, I also don't know if you know, Trina sent a link. It's in the link section of Discord for like a mixed belt warm-up, a vocal warm-up. Trina, I drive to the park 3 times a week to go on a run, and I've been doing the mixed belt warm-up consistently every time I drive to the park now for my run, and it's been about 3 weeks, and I can tell I've gotten better at singing. I can tell the breaks and shit feel better. It's not great, but it's better. So thank you. I will continue to do this. I love that so much. I do too.
I'm getting better at gaming.
I am getting better at gaming and singing. If anyone else has vocal knowledge and has more videos they want to send in the Discord, please do that, because I will do them. I will do that. Hi all, boss said we have to work until we complete double the cases I usually complete. So I'm perma-lurking? Phil, I'm sorry, dude. I don't know if you'll miss much. It's a pretty chill stream. Well, King of Cups reverse kind of blows. I'm sorry. Ban Phil's boss. Echo, how was your stream? I was there on and off a little bit. I know you were doing some co-working stuff, but how was it? Did people get stuff done? Were people productive? Or I don't know. Okay, hear me out. I have such mixed feelings about asking people if they've been productive, because obviously that's a good thing and I want to celebrate what people accomplish, but also I don't want people to like be like, were you productive? Did you get your shit done? I hope you did. You better have. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Hey, wait, real quick. Hey Jack. Look, there's a Vampire Survivors thing on. Look, there's a Vampire Survivors. Wait, that's Garlic Guy. I don't know. I saw something Vampire Survivors in the corner of my eye, and I was like, hold on, Jack has to see this. It is the Garlic Guy! Are we gonna watch this and just shoot the shit? Maybe we do. I don't know. Gang, I'm gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll. Do we watch this? Yes or no? It's a game showcase for those wondering. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. Go. Go, go, go! I have no idea. Wait, is this a Vampire Survivors card game? Shut the front door. Hold on.
Vampire Crawlers, the Turbo Wild card from Vampire Survivors. Coming as soon as we think it's ready.
Cut, and we're done.
Deck builder amount? You don't want that?
4 minutes without ever saying neither card nor deck building. Nobody will think we're just another roguelike deck builder. We're in the clear.
Maybe not. Maybe it's good. I don't know. It was great. I'm glad to hear that. Dim is here. Hi, Dim. Baby steps. Hell yes. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah. For sure.
A 00 agent needs the fastest, most dynamic.
Do we do this? What's the poll like? Okay, it's 2 yeses to 1 no. If we want the people's voices to be heard, vote. Basically, they were wanting to make Phil work 16-hour days. That's so crazy. Does he have to do that consistently or no?
Meet the Aston Martin Valhalla. But this one is only for 00 agents, James. If you want to drive it, you'll have to earn the number.
I gotta be honest, I don't know if I care to watch this. Okay, but you guys do. It's 4 yes, 3 no. That's pretty tough.
007 First Light will be honoring a long line of iconic Bond vehicles. Find out more.
That's Jennifer English's voice. That's Shadowheart. Basically, they're wanting to make... Oh, wait, I read that already. It was great. Good stream. I got stuff done, but also stared into space and drank coffee. Hey, sometimes you need days like that. I got really confused because Super Happy Bubbly song popped on Echo's Lo-Fi playlist. It was an intense scene. Like, this is a strange music choice for the scene. Oh, intense scene from Dexter. Yes, I didn't realize it was from Echo Stream. It's tied? All right, I gotta be honest. If it's tied, I might be out.
Otherwise, the scary ones show up. We need your help. Everyone is being called to Earth to prepare for the invasion.
Although this looks kind of fun.
The mission depends on you.
Chatty will happen regardless. Oh, I will be talking through this. Absolutely. I have a question. What is this? This is roadside research. Of course. Trina, you haven't heard of roadside research? Come on. Come on. Lo-fi is the best murder soundtrack. Lo-fi goes with everything. I'll stand by that. Even murder. I just don't do deck builders. It's not my speed. No, I normally don't either. As soon as I see a deck builder, I'm normally out as well. I agree. I voted yes because of the chatty part that goes with it. True. Oh, I'll be chatting. I can speed up, double my production, but man, our quality of work is going down. Oh no, Phil, you notice the quality of work is going down? That ain't good. But also kind of like fuck the man if they're making you do that, you know, that's on them. What's that? Isn't there that Venn diagram where it's like, it's 3 circles and it's like quality work, fast, and cheap. And you can only pick 2. What is it? That sucks. I'm sorry, friend. I know. I fear I have not. I mean, I haven't either, but it looks cool. This does. This looks generic. Generic horror, but maybe it's good. Having lo-fi while murdering. Yeah, Cleo gets it. Cleo gets it. It feels familiar, doesn't it? Okay, you know what? I guess we're gonna watch this for a hot second. Hold on, watching a showcase and yapping. We have to include yapping or else people will come in here and be like, why are you talking so much? I'm trying to watch this. Also, let me know if it's audio hell because I can turn this up or down. I don't want it to be too overpowering because we are going to be chatting a lot. Okay. Hey, Sunny! What's up? How are you? I guess we're watching this for a bit. You're joining from the library? Hell yeah. How is this semester going? You're probably getting ready for like finals and shit, aren't you? That's insane to me. It's insane. Uh-oh. Alright, it's kind of a funny one. Cooperative horror game. Guys, I'm about to share a hot take. Okay? Are we ready for this? Get in. I don't really like Little Nightmares. Do you guys like Little Nightmares? I feel really bad saying that because I feel like Little Nightmares should be up my alley. It's dark, it's weird. It's like it's so Alyssa coded, right? But I kind of could not care less about it. Have I played it? Can't say I have. But I've watched many a Let's Play. And I just can't be bothered. It's like that kind of like side-scrolly thing. Oh, I've actually heard of Reanimal. Oh, well, there's a demo now. Okay, hold on. I'll download that. Don't look at my Steam. I might have been playing Peak this morning. You don't need to know. Hold on. I'll try the demo for Reanimal. I'll do it. This is the first time hearing about Little Nightmares. Wait, Jack, there's like 2 or 3 of them. Affectionately, do you live under a rock? Little Nightmares is everywhere when it comes out. Okay, I'm downloading the Reanimal demo. Maybe we can try that soon. Maybe that'll change my mind. Got it. Got it. We're good. I don't do horror. Oh, that's fair. Okay, never mind, Jack. See, that's part of what I'm saying is I do horror. I should like it. Have you played Bramble the Mountain King? No, but honestly, Rick, that's another one. You've told me about that one a couple times now. Similar reasons. There's something about... It has to do with the mechanics of the game. Same with Little Nightmares. There's something about it that doesn't, like, scratch my brain's interest. I don't know what it is. Dislike the third game, though. You didn't like the third installment? Okay. Interesting. Hi, Mars! Welcome in! Welcome into the chaos stream of Thursday. We're winging it. I have no plan. I'm gonna do tarot soon. For Disney. Disney, if you still want that. Let me know. My game is ready. Okay. Erosion. The art in that looked cool. I've never played Little Nightmares, but I may sometime soon. I don't know if I like it or not. Disney, I feel like you play more of a variety of games than I do. I feel like you would like it. I could be wrong. But I don't know. I feel like I'm like pickier almost with the kinds of games I play. I don't know what that is. I get it. Some mechanics are like that for me too. I want to like it, just doesn't feel, or it doesn't make you feel that special way. I'm sorry, I'm having a stroke, Rick. That's very fair. That's kind of how I feel about those games. When it's like on paper, they should be good for me. They should be things I like, but I'm just like, I don't know. But alternatively, there have been games I have thought that, and then I go in playing it, and then I love them. So I'd give like the Reanimal demo. I'd give that a try. Especially because I don't have to give money to try it. If I have to pay fucking $40 for a Little Nightmares game, I'm less inclined to try it. Why is there a bunny?
Counting on trouble.
He's giving Rocket Raccoon the quote. I'm having a stroke. Second day of stomach pain. Rick, I'm so sorry. Sending you the best, man. Hopefully this can be a distraction. First Little Nightmares was recently on sale for $5. Okay, I would do that. I would do $5 maybe. Not right now, but it's Christmas season. Things are expensive. Disney gives Rocket Raccoon. Kevin, what's up, dude? What the? You can't look at this and tell me this is like where Rocket Raccoon comes from. This is where he trained. This is like, you know how Batman went to the mountain to train with the monks? This is where he went. He's not wrong. I have a weird thing with humanoid rabbits where I find them uncanny in an unpleasant way. With rabbits specifically. Wait, does that mean you don't like Judy Hopps? Does Judy Hopps weird you out, Jack? Ryan at the right is right. Why does this rabbit game have such good lighting?
The treasure's yours.
I'm telling you guys,
Good work.
some of the best artists out there do furry art. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Then spice him up.
You're not being bullied. To be called Rocket Raccoon is a compliment. Top 5 rabbits, go. Who doesn't like Judy Hopps, am I right? Ayo? Exactly. He hasn't answered yet.
What?
I like the freak with the antlers. Rabbit from Pooh? Rabbit from Pooh is good because they're the only one with any sense. Judy Hopps is cartoony enough that she doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, a lot of boys out there have crushes on Judy Hopps. I'm not one of them. That's fair. I get it. I get it. I don't think they meant it in a compliment way, Alyssa. To be called Rocket Raccoon is never not a compliment. You take that one to the bank, Disney. Are you gaslighting Alyssa right now? Yeah. Lola Rabbit? Okay, Lola Rabbit was definitely everyone's crush growing up. If you watch Space Jam. I'm gonna be real, I didn't watch Space Jam until I was like 20 years old. I knew what it was. I saw scenes. Don't at me. Of course I know what Space Jam is. I know the jokes. Did not watch it as a child though. I don't know, if someone associated me with a Bradley Cooper character, I would struggle. That game did look fun. That game did look fun, I agree. Okay, wait, never mind. Rick says find this game incredibly irritating. Feels so pointlessly overstimulated and underexplained. Are you saying that with... Are we saying this about the rabbit game or Balatro? Yin my yang. The rabbit game, but this too, what the fuck? This is a gambling roguelite. I've seen a lot of it, but I gotta say, Rick, for how much I've watched, I also don't know the rules. At all. At all, at all. Okay, I want to make sure. I think I missed 1 or 2 comments. Only heard Little Nightmares about this year. Oh, Oncoming Storm wanted me to play it. Gotcha. I gave Balatro a shot and it wasn't for me. Overstimulated and underexplained should be my new ADHD explainer. Kevin, thank you so much for the follow, man.
Slot machines. Hell. Delve deep into the bizarre.
God, that's so
fascinating
funny.
journey that
Overstimulated and
awaits you in
underexplained.
exclusively on Xbox Wire.
How the fuck was I not following? I don't know, but I still appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Listen up.
That happens. I've definitely done that before where I wasn't following somebody that I had talked to for like 6 months. And then it was to this awkward point where I was like, well, if I follow now and they realize I wasn't following them, like I was like embarrassed to do it, so I just never did. Everyone shut up. Wait, does that really end there? Respectfully?
A higher gun can't erase me. Choke me with a wire, aim a gun at me. I come back louder and stronger. So what's it gonna be, killer? Are you ready to dance with the devil? Or are you too deaf to hear?
What's up, sketches? Is Eminem a hitman? Hitman now?
This is it. Let's end this
Do-
motherfucker.
This is cringe. Is this when I pick up Hitman? Versus Slim Shady. Is this when I pick up Hitman?
Alter ego in the new elusive
Should we do it?
Hitman.
What is
Now more
this?
Exclusively on Xbox One.
Hitman. Hitman. I got it. I got there. That's my second stroke of the stream, everybody. Second stroke. Mom spaghetti! How you know the recession is real? They sold out. Feminine phenomenon.
King's sorceresses. You destroyed the
Oh, is it Final Fantasy?
That destruction.
I gotta be real. For a second, I thought it was giving, like, an Elden Ring, but you're right. That's an insult to Elden Ring. Hot girl bingo card? I'd give it that! Because Jennifer English always plays a hot girl. You're right. I feel like Jennifer English is always like, oh, she's amazing. Is this a Final Fantasy? Wait, what is this? Actually. What actually is this? This ain't no Final Fantasy? The mechanics certainly don't seem like it. Is it a new, like, indie thing? Another Souls-like? I feel like a cranky old man. I hate all these games. I mean, Rick, I do understand what you mean. Because when I watch these, 90% of these games I'll never play. Which is why some of my favorite showcases are the indie ones. Or like, if you guys know in the summer, there's like a cozy game. It's called Cozy Game Direct, I think is what it's called. Those are my favorites. Final Fantasy 14 clone. Could be. Sir Gideon! The all-knowing! The loathsome dung eater! Tyranno the Ferryman screams Elden Ring, except not. It does. This is definitely like... their inspiration was FromSoft. Did y'all see they put Eminem in Claire Obscure expansion? Stop, Kevin, you're gonna make Phil cry. He'll cry actual tears if Eminem shows up. I don't know if they'd be good or bad tears, dude. Yeah, indie and cozy would be more my speed. They normally are for me too, Rick. We'll get one or two good things out of this, but honestly, it's just kind of fun conversation starters too. Because I agree, a lot of this stuff, even though it might make a great game and like I'm happy for other people to have it, I don't really play games like this, even off stream, you know? Well, basically, you guys see all of my gaming now, so. It is what it is. After stressing my way through Silk Song, I've only wanted to touch cozy games since. Why you gotta play me like this? Phil would play this? You'll have to get back to us and tell us if it's a good one or not. I know there's a lot of Souls-likes. I know if you play that genre, there are many good ones. But I think sometimes they also fall a bit flat. I play this to not be honest. Did anyone get where winds meet? Oh! No, wait, Kevin, that's that new, oh shit, that's that new, it's like an MMO RPG thing. I did not, but I watched a streamer play it because the character creation is astounding. Gotta show off my character. I gotta show you my character off my voice. Yes. I want to see that. These games are so button mashy for me, it's not my style. Yeah, they are for me too. And then a lot of the Souls-like echoes, they're about like timing and like studying the boss and learning its patterns and like becoming really good at the coordination of that and like your abilities. I can't be bothered. I'm more of a story gamer girly myself. I've been watching a friend play Silk Song and I will never play those games. Phil would be pissed if I broke my new PC. The mirror mechanic with the surface of the water was cool right there. That was. Liza P. Perry window put me off forever trying it. As if I was ever there in the first place. Yeah. Tides of Annihilation.
Get more insights straight from Eclipse Glow Games on the story, setting, and gameplay behind that.
Yeah, it definitely seems sick if you're into Souls-likes. And Jennifer English is in it, so maybe I'll watch her cutscenes. Who knows? Hollow Knight's the only game that I've enjoyed doing that in, and it's because it's cute with good music. Yeah, well, and also, like, I know people compare Hollow Knight to, like, a Souls-like, which I don't really agree with. A Souls-like is a very specific, also, like the 3D aspect of it is very important. But obviously, Hollow Knight, Silksong, they're fucking difficult, and that's where it requires that same, I don't know, it's like the same kind of mental exercises with those games. But I get that. Conciliatory. I don't know what that word means. As in, the conciliatory handshake was ruined by Rick's unwashed hands. It'll create a character based on a photo or voice. I think Jules, Kiki, and some others may play it soon. Maybe I'll watch her cutscenes. Yeah, me too. I refuse to think when I play video games the most strategics it gets for me is Hades. I still feel like that's not bad. I feel like the most strategic game I've played is probably Baldur's Gate 3. Just because you can get so creative with that game, right? I would probably say that one. Conciliatory means intended or likely to placate or pacify. Oh shoot, that's super cool. Do I use my sultry voice or thirst trap for them to create? Okay, this is cool. I'm digging the vibe. They still got my money, true. That was my dad too. He did the exact same thing. Really? That's funny. Did you stream Baldur's Gate 3, Alyssa, or record it for YouTube? I did stream it. It is, I'm interested. I want to know more about this. I did stream it. It is on, if you go to my VOD channel on YouTube, which if anyone is interested, is on that link. If you go back far enough, it is so early in my streaming time. It's bad. It's bad. It's very early. I have thought about going back to it in the future just to do like, oh, remember this game when it's been long enough? But yeah, so it is there if anyone's ever curious and wants like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate 3 coziness. 'Tis there. It would be fun to do that again though. And then actually like edit something together. Wait, have you ever seen those Japanese cholos? There's a whole culture of it? No, I haven't. The fits are fire? Agreed. I rolled out of Hades 1, but that was enough for me. Me and roguelites, we have a complicated relationship. Jack, I thought you loved roguelites. Let me know if you ever want to do a collab BG3 playthrough. I'm getting the itch to play so bad. Yeah. Wait, that was it? Oh. Alright, well. I guess we're back to chatting. That was it. GG's, everybody. We did it. We did it. We did the thing. Wow. No, I will let you guys know. I don't think I'd be playing... Okay, the issue is... I don't think I'd be playing it anytime soon. So don't let me stop you. Because also, I don't know if I could commit to a collab of that. Because Baldur's Gate 3 is just so... It's so dense. Let me turn the music back on too. It's so dense of a game, and like scheduling would be hard. I don't know if I would always feel like doing it. And like that was kind of what happened last time. Was like I feel like we made it to Act 2 last time I played it, which Act 1 was pretty beefy. I did a lot in Act 1, but it was so like on and off again, and I didn't stream nearly as long before then. I don't know. It's just that's the hard thing about that game. It is so hard to commit to it, especially for a stream where people want to like see it through to the end, and then to not only you not like me the streamer not get tired of it, but then also the audience, because I want you guys to enjoy whatever the fuck I'm doing too. So, yeah. I talked about my deal with roguelikes before. I like them until you're about 75% of the way through, and then all of a sudden you're relying heavily on RNG item drops to be able to beat the game. Oh, that's, yeah. Sorry. Fair. I've learned to not play with friends. LOL, kidding. Phil and I played with a friend once and he took off. Got in a situation that got us killed. That's so funny. I do that in Peak a lot. I think we barely dipped into Act 2. Yeah, I feel like we weren't we like at the very least we got to the fucking Lathander temple, I think. Maybe we got past that. Or the no, we did. We got into the Kresh and we did the Kresh fight. And I think we finished the Kresh fight and then we were going to go into Act 2 and that was going to be it. I think that was it. It's so long. It really is, which I love. Like, I think I have like 400 hours, which is a lot in a game for me in Baldur's Gate. It's hard to commit to with like streaming, which is why, if you guys notice, whenever I do stream a game, I either A, don't play it for a super long time, or B, I commit to shorter games that can be done in like 8 hours or less. I have found that is like a peak criteria for me. Not necessary, but it does help with like my stamina and endurance on stream. It's hard to explain. I gave up on Blueprints, Dead Cells, and almost on Hades 1 for that reason. Blueprints was so good. I'm trying to speed up. I'm finishing edits of Blueprints now because I'm gonna try now to put out, on top of shorts I post and TikToks and whatever, I'm editing 2 edited videos and I'm finishing up Blueprints, so at least that whole series is done and on YouTube. It is so fun to go back and look at Blueprints, man. Leroy Jenkins. What are friends and how much do they cost? I feel bad when people are trying to play games with me because I absolutely will die. Yeah, I have a friend that's like that, where like she kind of doesn't want to play Peak with us because she's like, I don't know, guys, is there jumping? I'm really bad at games. Like, she's bad at like, not even bad, but she's just like not as practiced in the platformers. I would say she's the same as like me, where like it just takes a little bit of time and then you get used to it. And I'm like, I promise you, Peak is not bad. You're gonna like Peak. It's good. It's silly. It's ha-has. I'm pretty sure you never made it to Act 2. You were on the edge of playing it. Yeah. I think you're right. I think if I just like literally left the Kresh, I would have been into Act 2. It was around there. Is it a bad parry window? Hi, Crazy. Split second parry window to take 0 damage. Almost frame perfect. I'm interested to see, Disney and Phil got me Expedition 33. And whenever I play that game, I will start that game on stream. Again, I don't know how much I can commit to for a full playthrough on stream, but I will at least do 1 stream to start it, and then depending on my stamina, play a couple more. We'll read the room, see how it goes. I don't know if I can commit to full ass playthrough. That would be a lot. But whenever I do get to that game, I will be playing it here first, so that way y'all know that. Vampire Survivors is the only roguelike I've put tons and tons of time into. That's because it barely qualifies as a roguelite. It only takes 3 to 5 runs to be able to start winning. Then it's a normal game with permanent upgrades after that. Yeah. I mean, Vampire Survivors is just so well designed, right? There's a reason it like took the world by storm a few years ago. And then it still made a name for itself. That stuff matters. I need a God of War length parry windows. Is there a dodge mechanic? I want to play it soon. I believe so. Yeah, I don't know much about that game. Liza P again. Not my thing. Yeah, you need to stream that. I agree. If you do 1, maybe 2 streams, I'll be happy. Okay, that's good. I definitely intend to do at least 1 or 2. Again, it depends on my energy with it. Reading the room. Are you guys enjoying it? I mean, Disney, you're also a streamer. Like, you know how that goes. You get it. I love Souls-like games. You play Wukong so much. Also, hi, Alyssa. I may play it then. Yeah, it's worth a try. If you love Souls-like games, Crazy, you're definitely this is your moment in time. I feel like Souls-like games are are the it thing right now, you know? E33 parrying also drove me crazy, but that's because the windups are like 10 seconds of fake outs before they swing. It's a skill issue by me. I feel like my reaction time isn't awful. And I grew up playing turn-based Final Fantasy games. Those were always my favorite. I was sad growing up. It's probably between the years of like 2000, like 2003, going into like the next 5 years, 2008 or so. Around the time when video games started looking really brown and ugly, like everything was brown and there was no color. That like 5-year period was when turn-based games really phased out. And I cannot tell you how, like, as an 8-year-old child, that made me so upset because the other games just gave me, like, so much stress. I didn't want to do them. So I just kept replaying Final Fantasy X over and over again. If they could add some spice to the Final Fantasy, the classic Final Fantasy recipe that they did, and now I've heard they've done with E33, I'm game. I'll try it. I'll do it. Yeah, I wish I could have played E33 on stream, but chat hated it. Oh, they did? Oh, boo! That sucks. Not to toot my own horn, but I was the goat at parrying. I've heard Disney. A million times better than Phil. I don't think I'll ever play E33. Never been a fan of turn-based games. Yeah, see, and that's just, if that's not your thing, I get that. I, in the meantime, crave them. And in a world where we so rarely get them, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I need it. Give me more. Unfortunately, E33 was a little too JRPG coded for me. All right, that's fair. I couldn't deal with the storytelling, voice acting, or score. I know I'm in the minority of all that. It's just my preferences didn't align. No, I kind of get that, Jack, because honestly, if things lean to JRPG for me too, I'm also not huge into that style. Which is ironic given I grew up on anime and manga. But I agree, there's kind of like a line where it's not even that I dislike it, it's just not what I'm drawn to as much. But I'm also not going to like shit on it or anything, and I'll still play it, so. The score, Jack, the score! Damn, good for you. My friend was telling me it just takes time. I bailed before I gave myself a chance to get good. Yeah, and like there's so many. I'm this way with books too. Do you guys ever feel like there's too many games out there that you want to play? It's just almost impossible to get to all of it. I feel that way with books. So many good books that it's like, I don't know. Like everyone telling me to read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I am going to get to it. There's just it's too much. There's too much going on in my life. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't like it. This game will change your mind. It is maybe worth a shot. The hype makes me say no. Alex is like that. Alex says no just because of the hype. He'll become a hater before he even tries anything. Yeah, chat hated the French of it? Why you hate the French? Not you, Disney, but I need you to tell me what your chat hated about the French of it all. The French of it all. So I kept playing it on stream. If I kept playing it on stream, it definitely would have ruined the experience of playing. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I am with games, where it's like if I ever feel like I don't want to do it on stream, I think for everyone's benefit, for mine and for yours, it's gonna be a better time if we leave it behind. I'm finally back. Did I miss something? We've been talking a lot. Hey, Smooch, I got my water bottle back. It's all clean and everything. Look at this. I'm back. I know it's a great game when Disney liked it. She's a certified hater. True. No offense, affectionately, but true. Sat here quietly while you were away. The hype is valid. I know I'm a non-hype liker. Her opinion is worth quite a bit here. I will say this is true. The French was ridiculous. Hype keeps me away from things. Yeah, Alex is also like that for sure. If it wasn't on Game Pass, I never would have touched it. Oh yeah, Game Pass is huge for that sort of thing. Ian first needed his mush of veggies, and then an explosive shit diaper happened. Oh my god! Okay, Smooch was doing a lot of cleaning. Oh, Smooch. Lovely to be a mom, BRB crying. I'm so sorry, Smooch. Oh my God. Pull a card for Sting. I can do that. That'd be like a good little warm up. Oh, wow. A card came right out for Sting. Hey! Let's go. It's a good card. We got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Compassion. I would say like completely in tune with emotions, the ability to connect with yourself and those around you. Great card. Great card. In tune with all, and I would say like a powerful figure. Going to roll my eyes a lot when I watch the Game Awards this year, and it takes all the trophies. It is gonna take all the trophies. Phil was worried for me to play it with the parry, but I didn't struggle. That's great, Disney. Hope your evening gets better. I do too. I agree. They speak it bad British accents, but they're French and have French names. And when the French names or words come up, they suddenly switch to thick French accents. No, all right, that's fair. That would break the immersion quite a bit. That would break the immersion quite a bit. I always feel like, I think we've talked about this before. Do y'all ever feel like, okay, I really respect a lot of British actors. I don't know what it is. I feel like the British actors are often better than the American actors. And here's one thing that gives it away. It's the attention to details, like accents. Because accents make a big difference. You can tell when someone's faking shit, right? There's a reason anytime I try an accent, I can't hold it. And it's because it's fake as hell, and I know it. When a British person does varying American accents, they kind of nail it. And they can even be like, okay, yeah, let me try to do a Southern thing, or like a Bronx thing, or like a Western, a Midwest, right? Let's get like a Wisconsin accent or something. And they'll fucking nail it to the point where I won't know they're British until I hear them in an interview like 2 years later, right? Americans, though, I feel like they don't do it. You know what they do? There's Cockney and there's posh, right? If you were to throw an American and like, okay, we need you to be like a British person right now, they wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get it. Or like in an Irish, because you know how there's so many different varieties of those accents? I feel like Americans just throw on something generic like this, and then it's really obvious. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Obviously, it's not as bad as what I just did, but it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Irish accents are insane. They are! And they're so, like, the fact that in all of the UK, not even UK, British Isles, right? Let's throw that whole, like, chunk of islands in there. The fact that you can pretty much tell what county or city someone is from their accent. And I don't think we can do that. It's fucking crazy. Willie's tired as fuck, so he probably sleeps until his last bottle. Oh, that's good. 6 of Wands, let's go crazy. Maybe a new job's heading your way. They're better because I don't even know they're British for years. That's what I'm saying, Disney. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like you can clock an American actor like years away. It's like they're on 2 different levels. And I think it's because the British, we talked about this recently, they're more schooled. They have a longer history of drama. And every time I do see a British actor, they do normally go to drama school. It's like they're studied. I think in the same way that I went to like classical musical training, I think they train in the arts. And I think a lot of American actors just like throw themselves to the industry and they're like, I learned on the job. I learned out here in the wilds. This is how I did it. That's what I think happens. That's what I think. In one of my university English courses, our professor had some people come up to act out a scene, which was weird for post-secondary education. True. One of the guys that came up was British and he was a bad actor. It broke my brain because I'd never witnessed a bad British actor. I just had it in my brain that all Brits were good actors. Okay, but he wasn't an actor by occupation, right? Like, don't throw me on a stage and then I'm of course going to do a shit job and then people be like, well, of course all Americans are bad actors. Because I would not call myself an actor. But I see what you mean. It's like the idea, you know what, Jack, wait, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of, You guys know how British people naturally sound smarter because of their accent, even if they're fucking stupid? Because obviously, there's smart and stupid people everywhere. And I mean that, okay, this is going to go into another tangent. I don't actually believe in intelligence that way. I think everyone is more intelligent than they realize. I think IQ and to be smart and stupid is completely relative and depends on your circumstances and your background and things that you do. But you know what I'm saying, general. People that do stupid things. And when you have a British accent, you can play off that shit so much better. Americans, we sound like hot-headed assholes a lot of the time. A lot of the time. He's already asleep. Oh, smooch good. For the fans of The Pit, who probably already know this, like 3 of the actors are British or Australian. You'd never know. I don't even know what The Pit is. But interesting. No, he was an English major. That's fair. I was just stereotyping British people because my only exposure to them was as actors. See, most of my extended family is British. I know I've talked about that. I'm the black sheep of the family where I am American. I suppose that's changing now that I'm getting older, and the more my like cousins and aunts and uncles have kids, you know, all the younger kids are also American now because we live here. But yeah, growing up, it was like all of my aunts and uncles and my grandparents and cousins, they were all in the UK somewhere. They're kind of all scattered over there, or Australian. So they all sounded so cool. And I was the weirdo. Found out recently, is it Isla? I don't actually know how to say that. Isla Fisher was Australian and was shook. I love her and never knew. Google her if you don't know who she is. Okay, let me see. Isla Fisher. The name is super familiar. Oh wait, yeah, I know this girl. She's Australian? Wait, really? Yeah, I wouldn't have known that. I would not have known that. I've heard a lot of actors don't like doing the American accent as well. That also makes me laugh. Think it's funny. Not to like gas myself up, but I'm so confident I could have been a lawyer or something if I was someone who was good at applying myself and not waiting last minute to do anything ever. And just having a low-key lazy preference to life in general. No, I get that, Jack. I definitely I'm sure there's a lot of people in this chat that feel that way. I mean, honestly, that kind of goes towards what I mean with like intelligence and motivation are 2 different things. But I think there are a lot of people out there that would be in a similar situation where maybe they just prefer to live life a little slower, and they would say like, oh, I could never do X thing. I could never be a lawyer or a doctor. And it's like, I bet you could if you wanted to. I bet you have more capability, more potential inside you than you realize. But it's also okay to just not want to do that stuff. And then obviously also like circumstances and stuff play a role in people's lives, and, you know, access to education, and, you know, it's a deep thing. I figured you'd know her face and not her name. Yeah, definitely. I did not know that was her name for sure. I wanted to go to law school when I was in high school. I think I would have been an amazing lawyer, but you know, peeps be haters? Wait. I don't understand. You say you know peeps be haters. I don't understand peeps be haters. What made you not want to be a lawyer? I'll tell you guys, not to gas myself up, but also a little bit gas myself up. I was going to be a doctor for the longest time, which is no surprise. I've talked about that before. Medicine and biology was a passion of mine throughout growing up. And then it was around my junior or senior year when I really just started thinking about the lifestyle of it, and like being in school for another 10 years. And I say this as somebody who liked being a student. I love learning. If I could go back and just get paid to keep getting bachelor's degrees and studying, I would fucking do it. I love that stuff. But it's not just about studying. It's also like the residencies and the practicums and, you know, the lifestyle of a doctor and what it means to be an MD student and a PhD student. And then what is your lifestyle like afterwards? You know, what kind of environment do you want to be a pediatrician and work around kids? Do you want to be a surgeon? Do you want to be maybe work in medical research? Like none of it really, by the time I started thinking about like lifestyle stuff, seemed like a good fit for me. And that's when I was like, I should figure something else out. And then I picked music, and music wasn't the right answer either, but that's okay. I've learned a lot about myself. And as I said the other day, I would not change anything about the decisions I've made. Letting your haters keep you down. Well, yeah, that's why. Wait, I'm genuinely curious what she's going to say about this. I told my mom my dream. She said, you suck at English, so that's unrealistic. To put in simple terms. Disney, that kind of shit makes me mad. I know sometimes you self-deprecate on stream, or you call yourself dumb, which I think you're like half joking, maybe half not. I don't know. But like, I had some of my best friends do that in college, and it got to a point where it was in college I started realizing how like rough that can be on yourself mentally without realizing it. And I would go to my friend and be like, you need to stop talking to yourself about that. Like, don't, you're great. I love you. You should love yourself. Like, stop it. and I think after a little bit, she started realizing, like, she was like, yeah, that does do more damage than I thought, doesn't it? Because I had to work on that too. So then we started working on it like at the same time, and it really does make a difference. But that just makes me sad. Like, I wonder if you've picked up some of that from like your mom or anyone telling you that shit when you grow up. Because I can tell you from talking with you, you are a very intelligent individual. And the fact that people told you otherwise makes me a little heated. Because people are young and impressionable, and that's what I was young and hadn't yet ignored the haters. No, I get it. That's why we gotta protect the kids. Fair, valid, yeah. Go back to school, Disney, become a lawyer. But see, also, that's related to the whole, like, could I have keep doing music or even art? Could I keep gunning for production jobs? Sure. But I did a production job, and sometimes I would work myself to the bone. Like, do I want that? Is that the lifestyle I want? And I don't think it's a laziness thing. I think it's like this is how I choose to spend my days. This is how I choose to function. And that's okay if I like slower living. And I think I can still create. I mean, that's the whole thing I'm trying to do on here. Right? I think I can still find ways to create in a way that maybe more entrepreneurial ventures will allow me to do. And support myself and not work to death. Or if I do work a lot, it's not at the whims of someone else's schedule. I know when my body needs a break, and I can kind of pump the brakes on that. I wanted to become a nurse in the army, and then the ambulance, and my mom basically said that I'm too dumb for that. Now I'm a stay-at-home mom without a diploma. Smooch, see that? For the same reason I was saying with Disney, that makes me so sad. You absolutely could have done that. But, I mean, hopefully you're also in the scenario, like what I'm saying, where it's like maybe you don't. I hope you guys don't have regrets. That's what I'm saying. Regrets suck. I say high school, but it was like late middle school, early high school times. That makes sense. I'm still beating myself up a little for not finishing my master's degree. I literally only had to do my thesis. I couldn't zoom in on a topic because I was in the midst of burnout in a toxic workplace. Now I spent all that money and didn't even get the piece of paper for it. No, you know, Echo? Sorry, Disney self-deprecate? Never. I tell her to stop talking ish about my wife. Yeah. Feel good. Keep that up. Seriously. It's for her own good. Like I did with my bestie. No, Echo, I totally get that because I may have spoken about this briefly before, but at the end of my internship, which is the last class you have to do to get the music ed degree from Florida State, at least, I straight up almost dropped out. And that was I was like 2 weeks. No, how far was I? This was oh no, it's probably closer to 2 months. I was like 2 months out though from graduating, middle of the last semester. But my mental health hit such a rock bottom. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to my supervising teacher and telling her I can't. And I had long talks with Alex, and that was when I had the plan to like, I'll just get my BA in music. I'll get my BA in music and I'll do that. And I need a language credit, but I think I know enough German that I can test out of the 3 or 4 semesters I'd need of German. Like, I'll just do that. That'll be fine. Which in hindsight, I did not do. And I'm very glad I did not. My supervising teacher, I opened up to her about my mental health at the time, and thank God she was so understanding. And she knew already I wasn't wanting to go into education. She's like, you know what? She's like, I don't need to treat you the way, like, it's hard to explain. I was taking over her classes at that point. I was completely teaching her entire band program. And she was like, let's do a co-teaching thing instead. She's like, I don't need to train you up to have your own program, because she's like, I know that's not your goal. I know you don't want to do that. And she was like, and obviously I want to see you have your degree. And she knew I did a lot of good work. Like, I was good at education. It's just I was going through a mental health crisis, and college doesn't really fit that in the schedule all the time. So she was like, let's do a co-teaching thing. I'm going to be there. She was like, you genuinely are good at what you do. So she's like, you'll help out. We'll both have like strong, kind of like classroom presence. And then the students will benefit from that tenfold, which they did. And I ended up still working with her after my graduation, and I got my degree for a bit. But I could imagine the kind of place you were in because I was there. And if she did not throw me a bone like that, I don't know where I would be right now. Or like, I don't know if I would have my degree or not. It just would have been a mess. We all make fun of ourselves though. Yeah, but there's definitely a line of like, I think I make fun of myself sometimes for being like ungraceful when I like trip over a rug. And then there's a line between being like, oh, God, I'm so stupid sometimes, and like kind of like settling on it and meaning it. If it helps, I don't think you're dumb. You have a lot of knowledge where most people would get an F. There you go. It's a learned thing. Phil has tried so hard to get me out of it, but it hasn't fixed. Gotten less, maybe. Hey, that's it though. It takes, it's not the kind of thing that would change overnight, for sure. Okay, but just do a thesis. It's not like a year's worth of intense research and writing and reviews. Fair. Can relate. Zeno's on me about that a lot as well. I think it's pretty common. Makes sense. Sorry, well, I've been yapping. Let me catch up. I think I've got becoming a lawyer on the mind because the wedding I went to on the weekend was a lawyer wedding, and suddenly became very aware of the money I'm not making. Jack, do you think you'd go back? Would you go back to school and do that kind of thing? Because if you've already got your bachelor's, you can try to get into a law program. I actually had a friend who got a music therapy degree at Florida State. And after music therapy, she took a year off and then she went to law school. So, yeah, you could probably do it if you wanted to. Fucking go for it. Why not? You're definitely able to. It's another thing if you don't want to commit to like university life again. That I get, but if it's on your mind. I have a giant self-defeatism mentality because my mom, unfortunately, it's something I try to work on in therapy, knowing when it's my mom's voice versus the voice in my head. That's true. And I mean that's definitely, you've brought that up before, Disney. If it means anything, I feel like I've known you for a little over a year now. I feel like it used to be worse a little bit. Like you've gotten a little bit better with it. I'm also an outsider that only sees you on my stream and then on your stream, so take that for what it's worth. But I do notice that. I don't know if I have regrets. Would I want my life to be different? No. But I for sure would have liked to have children later in life. My own life has been very traumatic, and that is, yes, you've mentioned that too. Held me back mentally. Also motivates me to be a better mom. I thank God I have a much better relationship with my mom after I stopped contact with her. After I moved, she saw how much in control my little brother was. And when I was pregnant and announced it, she just flipped a switch. Oh, I'm glad it's better, Smoot. I do know what you mean about like, would I have liked this later in life? Like, yeah, or like, do I wish that was different? But at the same time, because that's how I feel about my music degree. It's like, damn, I wish I like studied something else, or I didn't think to, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, would I change the people I met, or the experiences that I had, or I know what you mean. It's like, I would not want to be in a different place. And I can imagine with kids, it must be, a lot too. I'm glad you're doing better though. Hold on. I'm getting there. My mom never called me dumb, but did point out my flaws to an extreme. Like once I got a report card in high school, got scolded for having an 89 when the rest of my grades were 90 plus. That's crazy. It was a giant disappointment for her because it's like, come on, Disney, you really couldn't have got that 1 point. I mean, but the crazy thing is, knowing you were probably already thinking that a bit yourself. Like, you don't need her. You don't need anyone down your throat making you feel worse. That sucks. I shared a Threads link about this yesterday. Music programs are borderline abusive and so exploitative of us as students. Yep, that's true. I cannot tell you how many fucking 0 credit hour classes I took. On average, I think I took 8 classes, sometimes more. There was one semester I was in 12 classes. 6 of them were for 0 credit, but I had to do that. So my schedule was full. My senior year, I was busy from 7 a.m. in classes, 7 a.m. fundamentals class, to 10:30 at night doing rehearsals with a 30-minute dinner break and I think a 1-hour break for lunch. And that was it. That was every Monday, Wednesday, Friday my senior year. It was fucking crazy. You're absolutely right. Brian was here earlier in the week, and I made a joke about like, that's probably left over from my music days. And Brian and I are the same age. We went to Florida State together, and he was like, it absolutely is from our music days. And I was like, oh shit, okay. It's not just me. That's all right. It's good. It's good to know. It's good to know. Oh my God, same. I was like 1 or 2 semesters away from my bachelor's, but I had so many mental breakdowns, I just had to stop. That happens. I feel like that's more of a common story than people realize. It sounds like Hispanic parents. That's what I've heard. That and the Asian tiger mom. I have heard that. My parents definitely fit the white people parenting of like, sweetie, that's okay as long as you tried your best. But I gotta admit, that did me a lot of good. My mom helped me out a lot. She did me. When it felt like the rest of the world was caving down on me, my mom would definitely help. Like she'd hold up some boulders from crushing me, and she did me some solids. My mom didn't necessarily do it like that, but she did call out my flaws as well. She just said it jokingly. Like when I gained weight, she joked, "Can I feed you cake at work?" All that kind of stuff. Oh my God. But it wasn't on like school, but social body stuff. I mean, body stuff's, I feel like unless somebody asks, and even then, be gentle. We just shouldn't comment on people's bodies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you're truly concerned for like their health, and even then, I don't even know. I feel like they got to open that conversation first. That's coming from someone who did that once. And it was a mistake and I regret it. Big regrets on that part. I thought I was doing the right thing and I wasn't. Yeah. Crazy. Nothing I'm taking seriously at the moment, but it's feeling awfully compelling to see about going to law school. I mean, why not? Look it up. See where the feelings take you, you know? I always say, a lot of things I started kind of like, yeah, we're just going to pick this up. We're going to see where it goes. It took less than a year to get my Netflix job. Streaming I've been doing now for about 1.5 years, and it's turned into something already that I felt like I didn't know if it was going to be this. You know what I mean? You never know. You never know where life's going to take you. Sally's just so accurate. The therapist I used to go to was like a Mexican family trauma specialist. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I know I've told you guys I have best friends in high school that were, their family was from Central and South America, but, you know, similar vibes. I get it. My mom went back to school in her mid to late 30s and got her bachelor's while working full time. Let's go. Nearly raising me alone. Anything is possible. I love Nia. Sonny, Nia fucking rocks. I'm so happy to hear that. That's amazing, Sonny. Hell yeah, it is. I actually know Sonny's mom. Sonny's mom is the shit. She fucking rocks. reading all these stories worries me since my life has just started. No, honestly, crazy. It's kind of like a beautiful thing. You're gonna listen, life is gonna hit you hard one way or another at some point. I don't know how. And that's kind of like the beauty and the scary thing of it. It's different for everybody. But when it does, all you need to know is that it's gonna pass, and something that you can't even imagine. It could be so unexpected, but something better is waiting for you, and that'll come as well. That's the fun of it. You just don't fucking know. It's just, you never know. It could be anything. This new moon energy has us all introspective and ready to leave these things behind. It was also the Scorpio dark moon, which is my season. The season of my people, both as a Scorpio and a Death Witch. It's all, this is what I live for. I live for this shit. Don't worry, this has been my childhood and my young adult life. Got pregnant at 24 last year, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, Smooch, but I'm glad it sounds like you're working on that stuff, and it's like, you know, it's improving. Yeah, the report card day I found by a teacher sobbing because of it. That's why it's so ingrained in my memory. Like, it wasn't a passing thing that really, that happened. Oh my God. Like, it wasn't a passing thing that happened. It really cemented in for me. Yeah, I get you. I wish I had white people parenting. I think if I didn't have white people parenting growing up, I think things would have been worse. I think Alyssa's maybe mental breakdowns would have hit her a little earlier. I see Def Callion's here. Hello, welcome in. We are having some introspective talk, man. Welcome. Yeah, I think if I didn't have the white people parenting, I think things would have been a little worse for me. My mom was a saving grace growing up. She was always very understanding of when, because I sounded a lot probably like what Disney went through, where it's like I was hyper type A, straight A student, had to be the best at everything. I've always been a very competitive person in that regard too. And anytime I get stressed out about projects or rehearsals, or like, oh, am I going to be good enough for this thing coming up? Or like, oh, what's so-and-so going to think? My mom would always like be there, be like, hey, it's okay. We're going to take this like one day at a time, you know? And she'd be like, don't look too far ahead, or else, you know, sometimes thinking about the future is what stresses us out, and we just need to live in the moment. And like she would talk me through that kind of stuff. And in retrospect, I realized that A, I think gave me some of the coping mechanisms I had as an adult, which helped. But B, it was so helpful because she could have been like, yeah, you better be practicing, like get it together. And then that just would have been like, you know what I mean? It would have been so much worse. The world's crashing down on me. I get my mom because she's worried because she's overweight and she doesn't want me to be, but the way she did it is not the way. Yes, that is, She wasn't in therapy back then. Oh, wow. So you make it sound like is she also in therapy then, Smooch? Working on herself too? That's great. We love hearing that. I got 0 dinner taco pics from Alex or Alyssa. It's okay. We have leftover tacos now. Did you think of that because I said white people parenting and then you thought of white people tacos? Is that why you brought up tacos, Phil? Is that why? Well, okay, I'm catching up. I'm almost there. Lucky is not the right word, but I was super skinny most of my life, like 90 to 95 pounds. Oh my gosh. My mom didn't have that as ammo. I also dressed relatively normal. My sisters, on the other hand, got the social body stuff. Oh, wow. I had no idea. Literally can't believe you still remember my mom's name. Yeah, Sonny, you guys fucking rock. Of course I do. Just like I remember a lot of, I think people get surprised when they come to stream and then they leave and then they come back and they're like, do you remember me? And I'm like, yes, I remember these explicit things that you said. Because I may seem like a bit of a ditzy moron on stream sometimes, but I got it. Also, not to play favorites because I shouldn't play favorites, but you guys were some of my favorites in all of my teaching. So there's that. I wasn't fat either, but my mom just freaked out when she saw I gained weight. I was never skinny, but I wasn't overweight either. Got bullied really badly at age 16. Turned to food as comfort. Yeah. We're talking about trauma, basically. I don't know how this happened. It'll lead really great into a tarot reading. Hey, Disney, you still want that? Are you on board for that? Because once I get to the bottom of the chat, we can do that if you want. You let me know. You let me know. Where was I? My dad would be like, get your shit together and figure it out. Yeah, no, that would have been nail in the coffin for me, dude. Again, not trying to make it seem like your life upbringing was perfect or anything, but I agree with Crazy. I wish I had white people parenting. No, like I said, I think my mom, if we're using the anxieties and pressures that we can put on ourselves, even at a young age, if that feels like a cave-in, I think my mom was there holding up a couple boulders from me. You know what I mean? That if she wasn't there helping out the way she did, it would have felt like more of a cave-in. That's what I do know what you mean. I don't want you to think we're invalidating your own struggles. No, I get that. Because I had like different kinds of struggles, you know? That doesn't invalidate them, but I do think she helped me a lot. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, mom was in therapy for a few years. At first to deal with my little brother. Started when I moved out. Now it's really just for self-reflection. Nice. I'm glad Alyssa got my internal joke I didn't say. Tacos? No, it's very standard. I was kidding. No, yeah. No worries, Def Callion. We aren't invalidating your struggles. Just wish we had people who showed, more empathy to us in hard times. No, I get it. I totally understand you guys. And again, as somebody who had like one of my best friends growing up, her mom was from South America. I think her dad was from Central America, but I kind of saw some of that even from a young age. And then obviously growing older, learning more. I get it. I do get it. It's important to note the difference in upbringing when it comes to boys versus girls in Mexican culture. Oh, that's interesting. Crazy got hit with ads, so that sucks. Look at this beautiful space you create where people feel safe to be authentic, Alyssa. I love it so much for you. Thanks, Echo. I also like it. I think chats like this are really important, and I have a good time. I like talking about this kind of stuff. Like, even though it's like sad topics, but it's also like healing and growth. So I hope other people like it too. Genuinely. Wait. I'm down if you are? Wait, what is I'm down if you... Wait, what is that in reference to? Hold on. What? Hold on. I think it's everywhere. I for sure had it, but my brother could go on more. Because I was vulnerable. Yeah, more shit. My mom never commented on my brother's weight. Yeah. I mean, but some of that's also just like women societally, I think, have harsher standards when it comes to looks. And as much as our parents probably don't maybe think that, you know, like, oh, I love both of my children, or like, I treat them both equally. That's just society seeping into our brains. And all of us, like even me sitting here thinking that, like all of us have it somewhere. It's just the world we grew up in. We can't help it. Oh, I'm down if you are. I am. Okay, that's for the tarot. Thank you. I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. It's okay. We're good. Everything's good. I get it, because women and girls are more vulnerable. Like, come on, you have to have safe spaces. But somehow the world looks at girls differently. Yes, the world... Smooch, that's really it in a nutshell. The world does look at girls differently. I think the world can be harsher on women. And this is also not to say that men have it easy 100%. It's easy to... I know some people... I feel like there's two camps out there. It's like, the men have it hard too. Oh, and like, we're equals. And like, that's bullshit. Also, there's people being like, every man has it easy, and to be a man is to own the world. And like, there's truth in both of those. I just feel like it's disingenuous to sit here and say that men's lives are perfect. I think they have their own struggles. Like, you can't look at me in the eye and say the male loneliness epidemic isn't a thing that affects them, right? And like, look at their suicide rates and all that. That's so like, just can't say this without throwing that out there. But generally speaking, women are looked at very harshly, and I would say more harshly than men in the world. I think for some reason women are judged more quickly on like a face value kind of thing, like just snapshot judgments. And I think that's rough. And of course there's like the whole like sexual objectification behind it, but yeah. And like people feel like it's almost more okay, I feel like, to comment on women, which is weird. Those are a lot of the vulnerabilities that we have to go through. And it's fucked, man. I get it. My dad wanted me to be like him in some ways, and I made a mistake as a kid. He would get angry or mad about it. Really? I loved fishing, but when I fucked up on a trip, he would get mad. Oh, crazy. I actually went through that. I actually went through that once with someone close to me in my family. When they were trying to teach me how to drive. I was 15. No, I was 14, but I think I was looking forward to getting my learner's permit. I wanted to learn how to drive. And we just went like a big empty parking lot so it'd be safe, right? And it was like I was asking questions and I was really nervous because I didn't want to mess up their car. And yeah, I remember that. I remember it got heated, and after like 10 minutes I was like, I don't think I want to do this today. I was like, let's go home. And maybe they would be like, what? No, it's fine. I was like, no, it's getting pretty heated right now. I think we should just stop. Which now in retrospect, I think is pretty good boundary setting. I'm pretty proud of 15-year-old Alyssa for doing that one. But yeah, learned to drive from someone else after that, and things went better. The world doesn't care most of the time about how guys look. No, Smooch, I do understand what you're saying, because I agree with that. Generally speaking, women are held to a much higher standard visually, aesthetically. I agree. I mean, look at streaming. For instance. And I don't even I'm not even saying this in like a judgy way. How many women, female or femme streamers, do you notice they have on a lot of makeup and they're maybe wearing a prettier dress? You know what I mean? Maybe wearing something showing a little more skin. They tend to have more viewers. And I don't even mean, I even just mean something that's not like, this is like athleisure wear, right? This is like the shit, I could go to bed in this if I wanted to, right? That's what I'm saying. But how many women that you see on Twitch are all completely done up? Looks like they're about to go out on a night on the town, which is awesome. And if they want to do that, I love that for you. I wish I was good at doing my eyeliner. If I was, maybe I would do it more, but I can't. I can't do my eyeliner without smudging it and it looks like a mess. I don't know what that is. I can paint really well, but I can't do my own eye makeup well. So if you want to do that and that just makes you feel good, fucking do it. But there's definitely an expectation for women to look like that a bit more. Versus if you look at any male streamer, sometimes their hair looks like they just stepped out of the fucking shower. Or maybe they slept on it funny and they're like, all right, guys, here, I'm gonna play some games now. And then they got fucking 10,000 viewers. I'm like, hello? What do you mean? Which I know we talked about that recently. That's one reason why I'm kind of determined to come here on Twitch and I'm just going to be myself. And we're going to let that off into the universe. Yep. I'm not saying guys have it easier, but they kind of do. No, Smooch, and I didn't mean to even put that in your mouth. It's more like I'm trying to make sure what I say on the internet does not get misconstrued. So yeah, I definitely don't want you to think I'm putting that. They do get discriminated less on gender. They don't have to fear walking in the streets. Yeah, I agree with this. Of course, there's still many men that get R-worded too, but mostly women. Yeah, women do get taken less seriously in medicine or with stuff in general. You're right. Built for pain, so we're expected to suck it up, all that stuff. Women have to go socially through a lot more than men. No, I definitely agree with that. It was more like, again, I'm just covering, I don't want my generalized statement to be taken out of context. And I think it's really easy for some people to feel like, I don't know, almost like marginalized because of that stuff. So I was more like explaining myself, but I do agree with you. And all of that with what women go through, I 100% agree. Plot twist. My stepdad originally taught me to drive and it was far too easy on me. Had to beg my mom to teach me. That's funny. Yes, Alyssa. I'm assuming that was for the femme versus male streamer thing. No, you're right, Smooch. Men especially have it easier in general. White men especially. Yes. I 100% agree with what Smooch is saying. I do. I also don't want to come across as there are people out there that say men have no problems. They have no right to complain at all. And while I do think obviously they're like top of the fucking social food chain, as everything Smooch and we're all just saying, I also just feel like I feel like it's kind of like adding to the fire and like adding to some problems for all the reasons I said before. Women have it easiest, yeah, for sure. The objectification of women is so deeply ingrained into society, it can go unnoticed in literally every aspect of life. Yep. Sonny, you're right. Not even that they're doing it on purpose, it's just what brings people in. Yes, that's what I mean. They're just like scrolling through the thumbnails on Twitch. And it's kind of like what Sonny's saying about it being so deeply ingrained. And they're just like, oh yeah, let's click on this. Let's see what this is about. It's just what people are into. Yeah, like they could totally... like that could totally just be how they dress every day. And yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't want that to come across as like, they're just doing it for views. Because also, like I said, if I could do a fucking killer cat eye, I would. Like, that'd be fun to do sometimes. Sue me. If you have cool clothes... Oh my god, that smile is so cursed. If you have cool clothes... Yeah, wear it. Good on you. If you want to fucking style your hair, I wish I had the time and the patience for it, really. So yeah, I definitely don't want to put down people that do that because they like to either. Like, and that's part of the whole like, why do we hate on women? Let's not hate on them, just for them doing what they want to do. Femmes are consumed as a visual product in a way that mask folks just aren't. Yeah, male gaze stuff. I mean, yeah, very succinctly put, Echo, for sure. I think women get judged mostly onto appearance because of men. Yeah, since they're in the most power positions. I mean, yeah, Smooch, really, it goes back historically, right? That's what we mean when we talk about the whole, like, patriarchy thing. Yeah, it just comes from a long history. And hopefully as history continues, right, as we go into the future, it continues to morph. Because it does get better every decade. There was this thing I heard Andy Weir say in an interview where, if you don't know Andy Weir, he's the author of The Martian, or one of my all-time favorite books, Project Hail Mary. If you have not read Project Hail Mary, please do yourself a favor and read it before the movie comes out. They're both going to be spectacular. But Andy Weir was on an interview that I watched after reading Project Hail Mary this last summer. And his books are sci-fi. They're always like I would say a relatively hard sci-fi, but also very palatable. And in this interview, the interviewer brings up his sense of optimism. And I would say his books are very optimistic. Reading Project Hail Mary, even though it's like shit's hitting the fan and you're like, you know what I mean? If this were any other book or film, you'd be like, oh my God, they're going to blow up in space. No one's going to get out alive, right? Like you would think the odds are fucking dire. But at the same time, you're always like, no, they're going to get out of this. They're going to do this. And it has such a positivity that's pervasive in it. And this interviewer was asking like, hey, so how do you keep up this optimism? You know what I mean? Like what makes you such a positive person in your books and also with your ideals and whatnot? Like where does that come from? And he was like, well, I do feel like a lot of the world can get stuck in this like pessimistic cycle, which I agree with, especially nowadays with today's news cycle. But he was saying like, I genuinely have hope for the future. Like I genuinely think the future is brighter. And he was like, here's a little thought experiment. Ask yourself, if you could be born in any decade between now and let's say like the 1800s, which decade would you want to live in? And he was like, oh, like 9 times out of 10, like pretty much always you're probably going to say like, oh, I'd want to be born, like, you know, be alive now when I'm alive now, of course. Maybe not, maybe it wasn't born, but it was like, yeah, I'd be alive now over the 50s. You know, some people dream of maybe like a slower paced life of the 50s, but then you think about the lack of convenience. Maybe the racial issues in the 50s, you know, maybe the fact that you couldn't be queer really in the 50s. You know, the fact that women had way fewer rights in the 50s, right? And you can make that argument for like any decade in the past. And he's saying like, that's because humanity is continuing to get better. Every decade will be better than the previous as we move on. Even if things seem like they get rough and things might be going bad, like that's not. We've got like hundreds of thousands of years of humanity continuing to get better, and that will always be the case. And every once in a while, I just think of that, and it makes me feel better. Maybe it'll do that for people here. Yo, Brian's here. Hold up. What are we talking about? Got shot in the UK? The film, not Ryan. Wait, I have to catch up. Are we talking about Ryan Gosling? You got shot? Wait, Brian, did you work on Project Hail Mary? Or is that what we're talking about? Hold on. That face, I can't. That's a really good one. Space scans. Thanks, guys. Women have been essentially trained to be pleasing. That's another good way to put it. Women judged mostly onto appearance because of men. All right, it's all right. No need to sugarcoat it. I have the benefit of my privilege every day. Sure, I have tough times, but those times are cushioned by people taking me seriously more readily, listening to what I have to say. Men will often say that people don't give them space to show emotion, which is maybe true. And that's also due to internalized masculinity and masculine culture. Yes, Jack, you're saying this very eloquently. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I had to teach my husband that it's okay to show me emotion. I had to explain I needed to see his emotion because of my autistic ass. That's true. Like, you need to be put on a fucking flare. I need the bat signal of emotion from you. He'll get there. I didn't cry publicly or privately for like 20 years. I cry privately very readily now, but in public or even in front of my girlfriend, it's still a struggle. That's fascinating to me. I don't know how you guys have a switch for that. If I need to cry, the tears they floweth. Sometimes it's even when I'm just really happy or I think something's funny. Like, this is great. Awful. Brian's left the chat. Hold on, I'm catching up. Guys, hold on. I have to read Brian's messages. Wait. He says, Project Hail Mary is the go. You read Project Hail Mary? That's one of my favorite books. I give it 5 stars. Also Ryan Gosling. Especially Ryan Gosling. My girlfriend specifically works in education for young people. The hopes of avoiding boys turning into problematic men of today. Hell yeah! That's the good work, Jack! To avoid girls also adopting those patriarchal rules that contribute. It's an uphill battle. Your girlfriend's doing the real work, man. I honestly feel like that's gonna be the thing that turns the boat of society around. Do you know what I mean? God. I can't wait for that to come out. Oh, okay. The film got shot in the UK. The film, not Ryan. Got you. You got shot. Company did a little bit of work. Come on, think of something clever. For those that don't know, Brian he does like camera shit for some films. If anyone's confused by this. Other people are going to be confused about the shot by comments. All right, this is you got shot in the UK and was like, huh? What? I cry a lot at home, in public, on the internet. Tears come when they need. Yeah, there's been so many times on stream I almost cry, and it's because I'm fucking laughing. You could probably see how my eyes are a little bit glassy now? I'm not even like crying. It's just like how my eyes are. But it's, couldn't tell you. You guys cry all day? I haven't cried in a while. Alex, you don't cry. And sometimes, I'm going to be really honest, I kind of worry about you. Do you? Because sometimes Alex is the kind of guy, he locks his emotions down tight. and buries them a bit if they're negative. He likes to be happy, funny man. So when something serious is hitting the fan, he doesn't like it. Open up, Alex. I agree. Alex sounds like my husband. Yeah, he'll lock it down until like a fucking panic attack comes out, which is this has only happened like once or twice. But enough that I'm like, are you sure you're okay? You need to talk about this. Let the tears fly. Exactly. I don't necessarily think of my emotions. Too busy. Oh, but that's such a sad like first world problem thing. My favorite thing is to brag about my girlfriend's job. It's so much more worthwhile than anything I've ever done. I seriously believe, Jack, that shit you were just talking about with your girlfriend's job, that is going to be the thing that rights our world. It's going to be the thing that brings us closer to utopia. I guarantee it. I can easily fix this if you want. I cry when I yawn. Cheers just fall. Yeah, sometimes I get that thing where if I'm laying down to go to bed, I'm a side sleeper. So I lay on my side. And then this eye here, out of the corner, it just starts to like, it's not even like crying. It's like leaking. Which I looked up. That's normal. Science says that's normal. Maybe that's why I cry so easily. Maybe I just have wetter eyes. I would say cry when I need, but nowadays I'm too busy to think of my feelings. We got another one. That's sad. First world problems. It scares me when people don't cry. Yeah. Well, it's just kind of sad. I don't know. It's hard for me to believe that people go through such a long period without having something that makes them feel like they want to cry. But maybe I just feel too deeply. I don't know. That could be it. That sounds like I'm bragging. I don't mean that. I mean, maybe like I let shit get to me too much. I'm too sensitive. Maybe that's it. Okay, Alex says, I cried a lot as a kid. And then one day I made a conscious choice that I didn't want to cry anymore. Hey, everything's fine. Alex, that sounds like the most unhealthy shit I've ever heard. What are you saying? Are you for real? What? Sometimes you just need a good cry. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had a good cry. Brian, don't encourage him. What are you doing? Don't encourage this. I'm a little worried now. 100%? Oh no. Alex. So wait. Okay, genuine question for your conscious decision, because I feel like a lot of people have maybe done this. Do you ever feel the urge to cry? Like, oh, it's bubbling up, it's on its way, and then you just shut that down and you say, never mind, and then you like turn it off? Hit me. Is that how that works? Yeah, you push that shit down. Like if you cry ever, Tim. When was the last time you pushed down that urge? Does that happen? Wait, everyone's saying yes. Everyone does that? How do you choose to turn that off? I can't. The second I think about what's going on, I get like the weepy chin and I get like the shaky lip and then it's gone. I don't know. I just don't. Everyone does this. Everyone here who just said yes is emotionally constipated. And I fear for you. I think we all need to have a big cry. Should we have a big annual like sketchhead cry? We all just go on the Discord and scream for a second. Maybe that's what you all need. Oh my God. I want to cry every time I think of the movie After Sun and weirdly the end of the movie Dragonheart. Jack, I cry at films all the time. Films and certain TV shows make me feel things, but I love it. I live for the drama. But sometimes it's like a sneeze that doesn't happen. Okay, but I've had that, but I'm not consciously choosing it. You just do big breaths. I lack the ability to turn it off as well. I do too, Echo. Depression messes up and builds you differently. Smooch, I'll have you know, I was diagnosed with severe depression. I have lived. I'm in it. Maybe not in it as much. It's under control now. But I've been there and back to the great mountains of depression. I still don't got that. I still don't got that in me.
We get it, you're emotionally regular, BRB I got emotional diarrhea.
I don't know if I would say I'm regular, am I? I mean, y'all certainly aren't. I'm going to say that right now. Also, thank you for the bits. I'm going to say that right now. Maybe we're both on two opposite ends of the spectrum and we all need to meet in the middle. And I don't know if we're going to get there today. But holy shit. I gotta shit my emotions. I can fight and fight to hold the tears back, but it usually makes it worse. Yeah, it does me too. I have to like completely like get my mind onto something else. You cried today a little bit? You did mention that earlier. I'm sorry. I feel my eyes wanting to water and just kind of choke it down. A big cry is not happening. What if we hit you really hard? What if we just kick your stomach? I schedule my emotion releases, hence why I'm socially active one moment and not others. What? We all have emotional damage except Alyssa. Well, I don't know about that. I just think my health bar is at half and maybe y'all's are at like fucking 20%. I don't know anymore. My girlfriend cries at the drop of a hat, and at this wedding, I met all of her theater friends, and they were exactly the same. I was surrounded by criers. It didn't help that the bride's mom died when she was young. They had a letter her mom wrote her while dying to be opened on her wedding day. Jack, are you telling me when she read the posthumous letter from her dead mom, you didn't shed a fucking tear? That didn't make you feel anything? And maybe you felt something, but you didn't feel the physical reaction? The validation I'm getting from chat right now is insane. It is! No one should be encouraging this! What is happening? I actually only big cry, no little cries. Oh, that's true, Sonny. Whenever I cry, yeah. It's like I burn my toast on a bad day and then it's sob city. Yeah, that's part of... I think I mentioned how my week last week was a little rough. I'm kind of surprised I didn't have a big sob day. Like you're saying. I get it. That's how Alyssa is too, like a teapot. What the hell, Alex? Maybe I cry enough for the both of us. Maybe that's why I feel like I have to do it. I wish I could do that. We are all at opposite ends of the spectrum. What is going on with us? I don't know if you were in stream when I was talking about finding Gizmo and how his mom had to be put down. You can actively see me choke down a cry. Oh, I did not hear that. Oh my God. Damn. I have a long convo that I wish I could type, but in short, my group of childhood friends and we were all pretty open to emotions, but age has ruined that. We met other guys who aren't like that, and now we're so far from it. So do you think like it has to do with who you surround yourself with? Like you're surrounded by more emotionally closed off people, so you've adopted that? Or do you not feel like it's okay to share what's going on? I'm shocked that this stream started with us watching a showcase, and it's turned into like I'm afraid for you all. I'm afraid for you all on an emotional level. Is everyone okay? I got the chin quiver. I didn't know these people. Okay, I'll take a chin quiver. That's better than nothing. I thought everyone around you sobbing. You're just sitting there fucking stone faced like, oh yeah, those flowers are nice. I'm like, okay. Jack being savage. I almost cried that one time I saw the Moe's worker eating a burrito. I've seen Alex cry. I can remember him crying 3 times when your grandmother died. Thinking of that time when you finally decided that you were going to leave teaching. I think a line in the sand was drawn. And there was a time I told you very sad news about myself. And those are like the 3 big cries I've seen you had, I think. In my fucking 15 years of being in a relationship with you. And that's all I have. Oh, no, that's a lie. This isn't a big cry. You want to know the 4th time I see all of them cry? Ready? You ready for this, though, guys? So all those things, pretty big events, right? Didn't even cry on his wedding day? No, you know what he did cry at? Are you ready? This is not a big cry. Those other 3 things were a big cry. The other time he cried was watching Star Trek Into Darkness. Spoiler. But Kirk dies. And then Kirk and Spock do the hand on a glass window. And then Kirk dies. He cried. I cried too. That was it. I tried to show him movies for years that would get him to shed a tear. I'm not making fun of it. I'm not making fun of it, but you're telling me that he doesn't cry at anything else and he cries at that? The worst of the trilogy? It is not. He sacrificed himself. I cry at movies all the time. Brian, this is the only movie he's cried at. This is the only one. Walks away. Bam showed up and now he's gone. Dog's Purpose is so sad. It probably is if it's got a dog in it. It was emotional damaging. No, it is. Listen, I cried at that too. What is crazy to me is that out of those 3 moments I'm talking about fucking death. I'm talking about my entire life feels like it might have been a mistake kind of feelings. Like, I'm talking about big feelings. And then Captain Kirk dying. Okay, those don't belong in the same category is what I'm saying. Guys outside that friend group are all good vibes. Jokes and man up type mental. Oh, I get you. They didn't read the letter out loud. They framed it for people to read. Oh, but they referenced it during speeches. Jack, that's cool. I cried when my pets died recently. I cried in my girlfriend's lap. I'm happy for you. Jack, I'm happy for you. Oh, something pissed me off today. But other than that, we chillin'. I hope it's obvious that was a joke, right? Time for a fourth. Wait, I feel so special for having seen Alex cry now. Wait, Sonny, you've seen Alex cry? That is an honor. I'm gonna be honest. It's been so limited. It's so limited. But it'll be happy. The 5th time will be happy. It's a matter of time. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna catch up. I'm going to the bottom. I think we're all living in our feelings so damn close to the surface these days. Finding a space where no one is centering themselves inappropriately or trauma dumping, and we can give a little pressure release and feel validated as a luxury you're providing us. Aw, therapist brain is just so proud of y'all right now. Really? Echo, that's huge. Thanks. Because also, obviously, I'm not providing therapy. I'm not a fucking professional. I do think I am probably... I like to think I'm emotionally above the bell curve. That's what I think. But that's great. I'm happy to hear that. Let's go. Not even Bridge to Terabithia. I have not seen that. I don't think Alex has either. I could be wrong. I think I cried. Okay, never mind. Alex thinks he cried. There you go. That's a relief. I've never seen it. I also have not seen My Girl. Isn't My Girl the one where fucking Kevin McAllister dies? Isn't that the same one? Is it? You answered my question. Thank you. I'm happy for me too. I'm sorry, Jack. Open up to us, Bimp. I think Bimp showed up and walked away. I would have seen Selena too, but you've never seen it since you didn't even know who she was. Or you would have said Selena. I know who she is now. Did Alex cry in stream? Can we make it an emote? Alex, do you think you'd ever cry on stream? I feel like that's gonna happen to me way before it happens to you, if ever. I think I've seen my dad barely cry, but his grandpa, my dad's dad, even less. He does cry when it comes to me, though. I've seen my dad cry. Okay, I've seen my dad actually cry, like really for like, you know, the sads, maybe like twice in my life. I've seen my dad cry a lot growing up, at least a couple times a year. And here's why. My dad grew up in Columbus, Ohio. And if you know anything about Columbus, Ohio, it is the home of the great Ohio State University. And he is the biggest Ohio State Buckeyes fan you'll ever meet. And he'll cry watching those pre-game trailers that get people all amped up and like, yeah, it's game day. The passion, the legacy, the history. And he'll have fucking tears shed from his eyes. He'll be like, that's my team. He just feels it, man. He feels it so deep. So I have seen my dad cry a lot. He cries a lot at those. He feels very deeply for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He does. But an actual sad cry I have seen him do, just not nearly as much. Oh, I have to hop out and go to my last class of the semester. I missed this, Sonny. I'm sorry. Have fun. Goodbye. Treating myself and my roommate to Disney Springs after. Have a fabulous rest of stream. Hope you get a good cry soon. Amazing. No way, absolutely not. I'll probably cry on stream one day. I don't know what's going to do it, but it's probably going to happen. How much TV movies does Alex watch without you? Probably none now. The times when he'd probably see movies without me before we dated, or no, not before we dated, before we got married, was when we dated, and like we'd go home from college for winter break or summer break, and his parents watch a lot of movies. So that was when he'd catch up on pop culture. And we didn't watch movies in my household. Fuck yeah, Disney Springs. Go get the delicious holiday snacks. Jock Lindsay's has some delicious food and drinks if you partake. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Echo. Hell yeah. I've cried on stream talking about Disney. Wait, have you really, Phil? Not Eminem being in Hitman 3. That's funny. Let's make Alex watching Into Darkness a stream goal. Okay, wait, Jack. You're fucking around. I know you are, but that's actually big brain. That's actually big brain genius. That's some good shit. Not the person. Oh, the company. All right. Phil, thank you for the clarification. We should really have put TM after Disney if we mean the company. I miss Disney Springs. I was supposed to be there this year. Wait, you've been before? That's cool. I feel like a lot of people don't go to Disney Springs. Maybe that's because I lived in Orlando. I don't know. Phil exposed. Yeah, Phil sobbed once on stream when he talked about our relationship. I just love her so much. God. Joking about the company. Oh. Okay, Phil, wait. You can't fault me on that because it was already confusing. You can't fault me on that. Alyssa's the worst at getting jokes. No, that's what he did, Alyssa. You can't fault me on that. It was already confusing because you can't use Disney in that sense in the stream now. Holy vey. I find it overwhelming a lot of the time. The teens are roaming. But there's some gems there, even if they're overpriced. Yeah, it's a fun place to walk around and hang out. It's a fun environment. Hey, that's my wife. Yeah, I like Disney Springs. It's just nice. Yeah, it's a nice place to wander, shop, eat. When I go to Disney, I prefer to find a hotel with an easy reach of Disney Springs. Yeah, that's the right way to do it. My take on roaming teens in all venues. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a bit more of like old man yelling at clouds when it comes to the youth now, but that's okay. A command is needed. We could do that. You're going to Disney in 2 months? Which one are you going to, Smooch? Are you going back to the Paris one? Or I don't really know all the ones in Europe. I know you've been to the Paris one before. Okay, Paris, of course. Hell yeah. First time for Ian outside my belly. Is Ian coming with you guys? That's a big trip. Oh, Paris is the only one in Europe. I did not know that. There's one like in Japan too, right? Are there more in Asia? There's like Tokyo Disneyland, I think, right? There's 2 in Japan? Is Japan that big? And 1 in China? Is Japan that big? Holy shit. It's less than a 5-hour drive for us. Are very doable. Oh, that's exciting. Smooch, have fun. Yeah, Ian will be 7, almost 8, so he can join. There's 2 in the US, but the US is huge. The United States is massive. Okay? Japan is so much bigger than you think. No, Japan is huge, but I'm saying like Japan is spread out as fuck. I'm aware of the size of Japan. I thought Japan was huge too. It is, but I feel like not as large as the US, I guess. I don't know. I'm just I'm just surprised. Okay. That's all. Tokyo makes sense. Where's the other one? I'm going to look this up. How many Texases is in Japan? That's what I'm saying. Texas is like 2.5 UKs. That's all I'm saying. Okay? That's Texas alone. I will say the 2-bit Disneys in Japan aren't that far apart. People think they're judging me. Japan is roughly the size of California. The California is slightly larger. See, that's why I'm surprised. And I guess California, like if we're, if the population's any similar, which I would assume Japan's is actually larger. I don't know. I do get that. But I'm just saying, I think the US is a lot bigger than people realize. All right, gang. How many Dairy Queen hot dogs is Japan? Like 8 trillion. I don't know. Disney, how do you feel about your tarot reading? I do have my tarot cards out. I'm going to say this right now. Disney is retroactively redeeming a tarot card reading for me, which normally I do for 5 gift subs. It's like if you give 5 subs, you have the option to, like, if you want a tarot reading from me, we can do it now, or I can do it for you another day or whatever. Disney has gifted quite a few subs from me. So she's retroactively, or from me to me. So she's retroactively enacting this because she feels like, I think she said something about she needs or wants a tarot reading. Sounds good. Okay, awesome. I will say in the future though, if like too much time passes, if it's not within the next like stream or 2, I probably won't do this retroactive thing, only because I realize it will be very difficult for me to keep track of. And I don't know how I would do that, especially if is it going to stack? Does it carry over? I don't really know. But we are going to do this time. I'd be happy to do this for you. So we'll do that. We will do that. All right, give Disney special treatment then. Well, I already said I would. And I don't want to be a woman not of my word. It is tarot time, indeed. Japan's population is 129 milli. Yeah, California's is 39 milli. Yeah, that tracks. I know population in Japan is massive. And I also know their population density can get crazy in the cities. Yeah, that's true. That is justification for 2 Disney worlds. What about China, though? What about India Disney? All right, Disney, what do you want your question to be? Okay, you know how my life has been on the struggle bus lately. So that's what I'm wanting the reading. As I should have. Do you have a specific question, though? I do know you're talking about life being on the struggle bus. India's knee. India's knee is so good. Disney, I do know you've got a lot of stuff going on with your dog right now. I know you've had stuff going on in your household that you've mentioned, like some unexpected bills and such coming up. Are you kind of wanting to know, like, what should I expect with housing in the new year? Is this going to be like more of like a motivation thing? Is it going to be financial, career? Give me like a rough topic you're kind of looking into. China and India are whole different viability conversations. No, and that I definitely get, particularly politically. But also, sometimes I'm surprised at how often people do things with like China and entertainment that it's more viable than I even think. I think sometimes climate wise, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware. Did you guys know I had so one of my old PD, one of my old PDs, he was one of the key artists in the Spider-Verse franchise. So he worked on both of the first 2 films. I don't know if he's working on the third actually or not. Probably, but whatever. And for the first Spider-Verse film, he had to do a separate poster for the China ads. And Miles Morales is the main character in Spider-Verse series. Miles is black. Half black, technically. Black and Hispanic, right? But they show all their faces. The Spider-Man mask is off, Which, funny enough, Spider-Man's mask is iconic enough that that's probably one of the few masks that you can have on and still like read a face. Typically with posters, faces do really well because people connect with the face. That's why you should always throw faces on thumbnails. It helps. And I guess you could make the argument with Spider-Man is actually probably like the best mask to use, but they didn't do that. We're going to throw our hero's face on the poster. Great. So they paint up the poster for that. They come back to him, and apparently they tell him, hey, for China, they want the mask on, Miles. And I forget if they said this explicitly, but it's basically because Miles is black, and they didn't want a black lead on the Chinese market's poster. And he straight up refused to paint it. He was like, no, I won't be doing that. It's like, you need to give it to a different artist then, because I'm not changing it. You submit this or you're not getting another poster. And I was like, you go, dude. Do it. Fucking do it. But yeah, no, I'm very aware the Chinese market is different. I'm keenly aware. Like, what should I expect? Prepare for any upcoming storms, perhaps? What can I expect coming up? Okay, so you're looking for a general in life, not career-wise, since I know work. Yeah. Oh my god! Alright, hold on, Disney. Holy shit, what's going on? Dino Nook. Cutie Pie? Is that what that's? A cute pie. Cute Pie. Thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Wait, I can read. Hold on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Is it Soul? Kame Soul. Thank you for the follow. Fredster, thank you. Cleanse, thank you. Oh my god. In the raid?
Dino Dance.
Dino Nook? Wait, is that Danielle? It is Danielle! Oh my god, thank you for the raid.
It's all happening.
It is all happening. Oh my god, thank you for the bits. This was far from a cozy raid. I love seeing Alyssa get her first dino surprise. Oh my god, is that what this is? Secret Danny? Is this from the infamous Discord? The infamous Discord I've heard about?
Tee dinosaur hee hee.
Oh my god, I cannot thank you guys enough for the bits. This is huge. Thank you. Inappropriate, thank you for the follow. Chris Mac Games, thank you. I'm sorry if I'm missing. I'm sorry if I'm missing notifications. Holy shit. Danielle, thank you so much. Here, if we could, mods, could we get a shout out for, her name is Danielle Allard, if we could do that. They are in chat. Thank you so much. Oh my god, this is
It's that other secret raid from Danny's gaming channel.
Oh, it is? Okay, wait, I don't think I follow. Is that why it was Dino Nook? Hold up. Never mind. Mods? We gotta shout out Dino Nook. I don't even think I'm following Dino Nook. Hold on, I gotta do that shit. Well, welcome in, Raiders. We are actually having quite a chill ass stream. So if this was gonna be a cozy raid, you're in the right place. We've done literally just chatting for 2 hours. We watched a game. we watched a game showcase. I'm actually about to do a tarot reading for one of the people in the community that have redeemed a tarot reading. It's for like 5 gift subs, but also, yeah, no worries. Or like, I don't mean to, God, I'm so self-conscious. I don't want it to feel like I'm marketing.
Do you cry?
Yes, and we did have many talks about crying. I found out a lot of my community is emotionally constipated, and they have the ability to, when they feel a cry, you know, when you feel a cry bubbling up, and for me, when I feel it come up, it's game over. I cry a lot. I'm a crier. That's who I am. Apparently, I'm back. Are we still crying? Apparently, a lot of my community, God love them, I love them, I think you're emotionally constipated. They can just like say, and then they choke it back. And to me, that's a superpower I can't even imagine. Do you guys cry? Can you do that?
Oh, that's hot.
Oh my God.
That's
How are you
hot.
doing? I'm doing quite well. I'm having a lovely Thursday, Friday Eve, you know, all that. I hope you guys are too.
Down.
I know. Oh, the energy is high now. Oh?
Is there any emotional X-lax in the house?
I don't know. Apparently, if you see,
I was wondering if you could play that song again.
I will do that briefly. If you
Lord
will
have mercy,
see,
I'm about to bust.
right at the right, one of my mods is also my husband, Alex. And apparently he needs some emotional X-lax as well. And with that other redeem, I'm going to show my intro. I will play that song again. Here's my intro. Believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. We're live. We're live. That's the intro. That's the intro. Yep, that's how we start. We are live. I am not a vocalist like Danielle. I do play French horn though. I am a classically trained musician. Yep, just don't sing. I don't sing very well, do I?
We are Li-I-I-I-I-I-2-V.
Thank you. Everyone, thank you for the bits. I'm sorry if I miss it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I see Uru's giving bits, Inappropriate's giving bits, Danielle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, before the tarot reading, let's talk about emotions and if we're comfortable crying. Yes. It's not a fetish thing. We're just being open and honest today. We really are. It turned into like it's just listen, here in the stream, we talk very candidly. I like to think I provide a sense of you're hanging out with somebody and we just, we all have a good time. That's what we're here for. Found out that Alyssa has emotional chronic diarrhea. Fuck off. No, I don't. I think crying is good for you. What are you talking about? Crying is good for you. It helps. Fantastic intro video. I'm 100% ready for this 90s sitcom now. Thank you, together. I guess it recognizes Roman numerals. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, some of you guys probably know Wild Moon. That's true. I don't want to like digitally dox you, Echo, but yes, yeah, feel free to, if there's anyone you want to connect with for sure. Yeah, let me know if you feel like you have emotional diarrhea or if you're emotionally constipated. Do you cry? Do you not? Apparently in this community, you're on one of two opposite sides of the spectrum, and who knows? Who knows? Oh my God, Jack! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my God, if you did get a gift sub from Jack, thank him. Let him know. Gift a sub so I can get a free Discord Nitro. I mean, I'm not complaining. I appreciate the subs. Anybody else want Discord Nitro? Or tarot reading? Jack, if you want a tarot reading today, I could do that too. Okay, Disney. Hey, if you're still there, I'd be happy to give you a little tarot reading. So if I understood your questions correctly, we'll see how Disney's reading goes. If I understand correctly, it's that you want to know what to expect in life in the next couple months, particularly if there's any maybe unexpected obstacles coming up. Would that be a good way to word it? Have fun when you do 3 months of Nitro, Jack. I did see that. I was kind of like, ooh, what's this? What's going on? But yeah, would that be a good way to word it? Let's see if there's what's expected. Are there any unexpected obstacles? Perfect description. Okay, sweet. We can do that. Well, you guys are going to start seeing my stupid music sharing videos again. Music sharing? Oh, in Discord Nitro. I mean, Jack, if you ever want to start a music league again, I'm all in. Okay, gang, I don't know how this is going to look. We're going to see. Okay, it could be worse. It could be better. It could be worse. Wow, that camera's so bad. God, I hate webcam cameras. Listen, we make do with what we got. Maybe Maybe Alyssa tries to find a better camera in the basement next time. All right, hold on. We're going to flip. Flip. There we go. Why does it look like that? I don't fucking know. Maybe I should just hold up the cards and I'll take a picture and send it to Disney. The brightness contrast needs to be fixed. Is it zoomed in? Yeah, because if it's not zoomed in, it looks like shit. It looks like worse shit. This is going to turn a card over that has a perfect depiction of Disney getting struck by lightning. Don't say that. Don't say that. I might. This is how my webcam looks all day. It is! If the sun is even remotely out, I'm a ghost. Black Friday deals on camera? Maybe. Maybe I do that. The autofocus is going off. Feels like we're in a Game Boy Pokemon game. And you've been poisoned. Oh my god. We need that sound effect. Too many cooks. We really are millennial besties. Matching jackets. Matching Bengay. Yeah. We need to run another cam up. Or need me to run another cam up? Can you even do that? I gotta stop with the comments that reveal my age. Together, I get the feeling, you're in the right place. I think you're in the right place. Alex, you got another camera idea? The JBL headphone I wanted doesn't have a Black Friday sale. Run so fast. Are you actually gonna come upstairs and do this? Is Alex gonna save the day? I don't think Alyssa knows too many cooks. I don't. I was gonna slide past it.
Here I come to save the day.
Wait, that's the same exact camera.
But I was thinking maybe I could just like hold it.
Oh!
Or do you have like another stand or something?
Oh, wait. You could check that box.
This one over here?
Yeah. Guys, this is my husband Alex right at the right. He's torso. He shows up as torso on stream. Welcome. You guys are getting a torso today? That's crazy.
More like the rigid one.
You got the long, like, spindly one? Kinky, where is it?
Is it this one?
I can pretend to be cool kids by mentioning post 2000s Cold Souls. I'm a 94 baby.
I think this one works fine.
You think so? We blessed chat.
Wearing the same sweater I've worn every single time I've been on stream.
But the new people haven't seen it. Look at this sick Gandalf sweater. Isn't this sick? Hey, also, I should mention for anyone else here, we're doing Hobbits Giving in my Discord on Sunday. If you're a fan of fantasy or Lord of the Rings.
Is this
yes, that is the one that's hooked up. You can unplug it. We're doing Hobbits Giving in the Discord if anyone's interested. Yes, thank you, Echo. That is to the poster. If you want to join Discord, we're going to watch all of the extended edition Hobbit films. Every year we alternate between that and Lord of the Rings, and we eat like a Hobbit for the day. It's gonna be really fun.
Don't switch it yet.
So are you just gonna hold it?
Well, I was thinking I could do something like this, and then like...
I don't think that's gonna work, Chief.
What did you just call me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chief?
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney is convinced that you never bathe now.
I do. I just haven't today. Or yesterday.
Alex, don't say that.
I'm going to later.
Sweaters only need to be washed on, vibes-based schedule. Well, here's the thing. If you wear shirts underneath your sweaters, that takes the stink damage. I'm dying. Okay, are we going to try this?
Try to switch over. We'll
all right, ready, guys? Peek. I can't believe we got such a big raid and this is what we're doing.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Oh, no.
It's frozen on the camera that's not plugged in anymore.
I think you have to,
refresh
it.
I probably do. Oh!
What the? We're in upside down mode,
upside down mode, dude. Hold on. How do I... Wait, don't worry, guys.
You got it?
I think.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay, we got it.
That looks good.
Okay, this is better.
Make it not so...
Okay, hold on.
Ginormous.
Okay.
If you want.
No, this is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then we can, move it.
Okay.
Don't throw up, chat.
Don't throw up. Everyone watch out.
No throwing up in chat.
Don't throw up.
Okay, put a card down. Okay, now I need to do some color correction. My face! Is it this one?
Huh? It is.
So-
You gotta just click on. Okay.
So then we can do that. Where'd it go?
You have to click. There. He's
So
doing-
let's make it look good.
They're clipping you. They're clipping you.
How do I make it look good?
All right, Fun Dragon looks like they're having fun. I love that emote.
How does this
I love that emote.
Disney, how you do it?
Hey, is all the swords through Disney's heart a good card? Oh yeah, you mean the three of swords?
I think it needs to be like on over here.
Yeah.
So you just be like Leonhardt, the Pokemon guy. My face.
And I like do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. We could do this.
Let me make it a tall boy.
This is the most jank stream. God.
Tall boy.
All right.
Okay, try it.
This is good. This is good. Ready?
It just won't focus.
No, that's fine. No, it will eventually. Hold on. We can do it. Come on, baby. You can do it. Come on.
Slow.
Come on, baby.
You can do it. Do it.
Alyssa needs a harness with the cam attached.
Can I like turn it off and on?
Skill issue, Jack. Come on, no.
Oh. Focused.
Oh, that's better.
I did it.
All right. Disney's finally going to get a reading. Thank
Okay,
you.
you can turn all that off now.
Yeah. Thank you. I owe you my life. You know we're married, right? You don't have to. Okay. Miracles happen once in a while. They're asking you to cry. And my bow. Twitch is having a derp. If you see that the clip show something went wrong. Oh no. Oh man, maybe we can go back and get it. Alyssa, I'm sorry for this. No, that's okay, Disney. Honestly, I thought I ran tests this morning and clearly that did not work. So let's try this again, everybody. Welcome to Alyssa's tarot reading. I promise this is not indicative of what I actually do. All clips are saying this, but they are clipping. So if you go to the actual Twitch website, if you go to my channel, you'll be able to see it. That's good. That's good. That's all we need. Look at this video quality. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle probably off screen right here. We're going to ask what Disney's life looks like going into the new year. And if there are any particular obstacles heading her way. Unexpected obstacles. Oh my god. They're already talkative. Oh my god, they're so talkative. Okay. Unexpected obstacles. Okay. I think I got it. Okay, so I do something that I don't think people see super often in the tarot community. I do a 7-card spread called the work cycle. So what it typically is it's 7 cards. It mimics a pattern that you see in the major arcana where it is 21 cards split into 3 groups of 7, where there's 2 cards bookending the spread that kind of represent beginnings or the situation or whatnot. And then there is, results, expectations, whatever, or results, outcomes, whatever. The middle 3 cards are going to be the bulk of the reading. That's what I call like the narrative or the story. That is actually kind of like what is happening. If that makes sense. So Disney, for your first card, that's a cool spread. Thank you. It's one of my favorites to go to, particularly for more in-depth readings like this. So for the first card, this is going to represent your past, particularly experience. If that makes sense. Takes notes. I can actually show you the book where I got this. It's a specific book I read. It made me intimately familiar with the major arcana, and I recommend it for everybody. It's a great book. So the first card I'm going to pull is going to be experiences. The second will be expectation. They're both similar, minor differences, but they represent kind of like the past. Intimately, you say? Yeah. So we have experience. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have a sun card. Let's see how this is going to show up. Okay, it adjusts all right. I love this art. It's kind of interesting that we have the sun, and with this deck I use with you in particular, that this horse looks the way it does. With the deck everyone knows, the sun is nothing but a Mary card. The horse for this is particularly interesting. So we'll set that off to the side. And as always, whenever I do a tarot reading for somebody, I will send you a picture. I will post it on my Discord in our little tarot reading section. Hi, Rat. Welcome in. I'm doing a tarot reading for somebody. But yeah, I'll post it so you can see it, get a better look. The next card will be Expectations. Okay, interesting. This is Judgment. That's a fucking deep card. Okay, that's a deep card. So already, maybe coming from the past, honestly, the Sun card makes me think your experience was like everything is like love and light, and like everything feels like it's going great. I will say the horse in this deck gives me a bit of an omen. Like maybe things weren't quite what you thought, but typically the Sun is like, here, I'm happy, I'm doing great. Judgment is what I call a reckoning card, where that which you've sown is reaped, if that makes sense. So that's kind of interesting. We're gonna get into the favorite part of my spread. These are the work cards. So I'm gonna draw 3 at once, and then we kind of read them as a single kind of story. So first we have, oh no, the 7 of Wands. Not oh no, but more like interesting with what I know you've been going through. 7 of Wands is typically like defensiveness. It's the need that you have to put on a shield and like fight your way up. We have the King of Swords. And then we have, for our final work card, the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. That's actually kind of huge. So again, we're looking at the past. I'm thinking you're coming from a place where like things are chugging along, things are going great. Expectations, there's reckoning to be had, which given your previous positive experiences, maybe you thought like, yeah, things are just going to keep going. I'm thinking maybe not. So maybe going into more present day wasn't the case. However, going into present day, so this is your present story, what you're going through right now, right? I'm terrified now. No, don't be. Could have done the phone cam thing. Oh, shit. That would have been good. We'll do that next time. That's okay. This is our first time doing a tarot reading actually in the new office setup. So we are figuring it out. If we're going to your actual like current work story stuff, work cycle, story, narrative thing, I kind of read this as past, present, future, but very in a current time frame. So 7 of Wands is typically like defensiveness. It's you feeling like you have to protect yourself from something. Maybe you're clawing your way up towards something. That honestly kind of makes sense given what you've told me with what's been going on with like the electrical in your house, with your dog. There might be other stuff in your life that you feel like you're just kind of having to like fight for what you need and fight for what you want. Defensiveness is the big word for the 7 of Wands. However, that also leads into King of Swords, which is just peak blur toggle source again. I think it's just because I keep zooming things in and out. Can I do that? Hold up. Toggle source. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, there we go. I'll just try not to move them. So, so the King of Swords is like peak intellectual, right? It's also normally being able to see through deceit, being to see through lies. It's someone who is at the top of their game. I would say this is probably like the sharpest of all of the kings. I think there's also something to be said that you have 2 kings in this spread. In your current energy, I think whatever defensiveness you might be feeling, or maybe like you're feeling like, oh fuck, I'm having to like claw my way up through this stuff. You have good things coming for you, and you, Disney, are doing all the right things that you should be doing. King of Swords and Pentacles are also, they're like opposite energies, and they're like peak of those opposite energies. which this is telling me you are wielding both. You're currently like exhibiting the traits of these types of people or these types of archetypes. That's probably the better word for it. I'm annoyed because people keep coming into our damn house randomly. I'm sorry. This will all be recorded though, but that's all right. Keep that in mind, but you will always be Mr. W to me. Yeah, meanwhile, conversely, so King of Swords is somebody who completely sees through deceit, intellectual sharpness. Also, the King of Swords tends to be hyper ambitious. Ambition is related to the Swords card, as well as just like going out and getting things done. The King of Pentacles, on the converse side of this, I say converse because they're like air and earth energy, right? So if the Pentacles is like earth energy, King of Pentacles is like, it's like financial stability. It's like wealth. It's someone who money may go out from you, but it also comes in. I think there's a feeling of, it might not even be like wealth, like exuberance, because that's kind of what the 9 of Pentacles is, right? Or the 10 of Pentacles with legacy. The King of Pentacles makes me think like stability. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is like stable. They're sure of themselves. Yes, they are like financially settled because that's what Pentacles is kind of all about. Pentacles can also mean, though, your home life. It can mean career stuff as well. So maybe that stuff might resonate a bit more for you. This is kind of telling me that you may have very briefly, like with the Sun card, thought things were going good. You've experienced a reckoning. Maybe perhaps that was unexpected. And this, the current work, is telling me that with the 7s of Wands, you're feeling like you're fighting something. But I think all the kingly energy, particularly the kinds of kings that you've got, tell me that you are stable, you're sure-footed, you're sure of yourself, you're able to make sure that people aren't taking advantage of you. Particularly with the King of Swords, I feel like that is somebody who would never be taken advantage of. And you're doing all the right things to move forward in the future. But we'll see what... Oh, yeah! And then, yep, and then we have Knight of Swords. I'm going to try to not fuck up the blur. Knight of Swords is a fantastic card. That is a lot of the King of Swords energy, but it's like fast action. It's ambition. It is somebody who perhaps sometimes runs into trouble a little too quickly. So it can be somebody who maybe acts first, thinks later kind of thing. But all in all, I feel like the Knight of Swords is normally like a very good thing. That's normally when like Swords energy is also very like it's moving towards action. A little different than how the Wands were, but definitely moving towards action. I feel like Knight of Swords is like a good indicator for not like crazy obstacles happening. And then Queen of Cups. Amazing. So through all of this, your end game, just so you know, this card is technically called the outcome card. So this is what you're going to be feeling after this current work is like your sense of ambition. You're going to get them. You're getting shit done. But your final result card is the Queen of Cups, which means after all of this going into the new year, I think you will feel much more at ease. The Queen of Cups, as I think I said earlier actually today, is emotionally in tune. Someone completely even. Nothing really rocks her boat. In tune with her emotions and those around her. She's also hyper compassionate. She's understanding of those around her. So yeah, I would say like this card, particularly in this context, means you thought things were great, faced a reckoning, you're going through things right now, but you're doing what you should to come out the other side. You will come out the other side probably just as like amped and like ready to go. But for me, every time I read the Knight of Swords, it's a good card, I reckon to say. Knight of Swords is also typically like, I pull it whenever I'm about to start a huge project that goes really well for me. Like typically my good goal setting is accompanied by the Knight of Swords. So I say it's like a go get 'em, like amped fill card. But then all of that, you'll come out the other side with the Queen of Cups. I would say even, balanced, emotionally regulated, which is perhaps maybe not what you're feeling right now, right? Having gone through what you're going through. But it seems like that is the end game. And I hope that helps. If you got any questions or anything, let me know. We can also talk more about this spread. If you have anything you'd like to clarify, I'll kind of set this up here so you can see it. And then, of course, I'll take a picture of this so that it's available to you. I know you do tarot a bit yourself, so you might be able to take some of these and maybe do some more looking into. Girl, I am fighting. That's true. Yeah, because I think even here, I do like referring to the books sometimes for like a bit of extra context. Sometimes they give me extra context. Like, what does it specifically say about judgment? Judgment's such a weird one. Yeah, it says here in big letters, you've passed the point of no return. That's the reckoning I'm talking about. That's really funny. God, that's funny. Like, see, that's what I mean. Sometimes you'll just like, you get little blips doing that. The calm is nigh. I did specifically ask, and I was thinking about going into the new year, so I don't know what your holiday season's going to be like, but I would say, because again, tarot reading is not fortune telling. That is not how I treat this. This is also just kind of like a reflection exercise in the way that I would continue to think about exhibiting the kingly energy of the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I would say have that in mind if you're wanting to have this sort of outcome, if that makes sense. Thanks for laughing at my struggles, Alyssa. No, it's just funny how you were saying it. It's funny because I've been feeling very much like, oh, everything is going to shit, so let's lean into it and blow it up by stopping myself. I know that's not smart. Yes, I would say don't do that. I think you've been doing all the right things from what I've even heard about you going the extra mile for Molly and like making phone calls. Sorry, Percy is barking up a storm downstairs. Hi, Percy. Yeah, I think you're doing good by like going the extra mile by the things you were doing with like talking to the vets and really getting to the bottom of that stuff, to me exhibits peak like King of Swords energy. You were not letting things slip. You were being ambitious. You were going the extra mile to be like, are the people in the offices really doing their job? So that's kind of what I mean by like, keep up that sort of thing. King of Pentacles is all about stability. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. And that kind of goes for both of these. But yeah, not gonna lie, the stream with no audio except for some boss music playing is pretty lit. I'm waiting to clock out right now. And then this card shows up. But yeah, that was it. I hope that helps. Again, I'll post this in the Discord so you'll have this. But yeah, I miss doing tarot readings, man. That was fun. I love doing this sort of stuff. And now we're here. Yes, post. Absolutely. I absolutely will. I'm gonna be real. This kind of ruined my plans for the rest of the day. So here's what I'm gonna do. We may call it an early stream there, because also Alex has a concert I have to go to in like an hour. I'm gonna be streaming on Sunday. I'm gonna be streaming on Saturday. I don't know how long it'll be, but we might just do cheeky crossword puzzle concert stream, if only. We might do cheeky little crossword streams, right? Bring back the classic crosswords. Join me if you like doing puzzles and shit. Yeah, embarrassment hour stuff if you didn't want to end it. Well, I am also getting a teeny tiny bit of a headache, so this is okay. But Disney, that is a good thought. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so I just want to make sure I'm feeling okay for the concert, because also band music is fucking loud. It's fucking loud. Sounds good then. Yeah. I am also gonna stream Saturday. I'm gonna stream Saturday. my god, we can raid Squeamy unless you have more people on right now. Let me check, because I like to spread the raid love. Let me see why I haven't raided in a while. Yeah, that's why I can't do mini concert because of the loud. No, I'm the same, and especially I'm so prone to migraines anyway. It's like whatever. But I really want to see. Alex has been doing a lot of Christmas stuff lately, so I want to support him. Community band, yeah, lots of Christmas stuff. Only real notable thing is Sleigh Ride. Classic. I've got third part on Festive Overture tonight. Let's go, Brian. Oh my god, dude. I didn't know you still played your trumpet. Let's go. Guys, Alex and Brian. Thank you. I do need that probably for the oncoming migraine. We're in the same trumpet studio together, and they would cause many a shenanigans in the trumpet section. I've got the horse solo in my band. No big deal. You got that right. Yeah, so anyway, Saturday we're probably gonna do cheeky crossword stream. I don't know how long it's gonna be because, gang, this Saturday I have to prep for Hobbitsgiving. I'm gonna bake, I'm gonna cook, I gotta make sure the fucking walking pad downstairs works, because guess what? Did I bring that up? You know how I didn't think we were gonna have a walking pad? I'm picking a walking pad up tomorrow. I think I'll be able to do the whole whenever the company walks, I walk thing. So, yeah, it's going to be something. I'll do that tonight next to Gary. He's 65. Oh, yeah, we used to play Trumpet Chicken, where we take our whole trumpet apart and wait until the last minute to put it back together. Yeah, and then they would hope the band director didn't notice. They were good influences on each other, for sure. Yeah, walking pad. So, yeah, we got to get that set up, baking and stuff. So, Saturday's going to be an abbreviated stream, but it'll still happen. As far as I can see, no streams are going to be canceled or postponed. We're just going to add Hobbitsgiving. And we're going to hope. Lowly third trumpets? No. He never did. Don't have eyes. Trumpet Chicken, it sounds fun. For those that don't know, a brass instrument you have the buttons you can press, and you have all these little slides and stuff that move in and out. I don't know what to compare it to. They're like little pipes you can take out. But if you take out all the pipes, and if you take out the little buttons, the trumpet doesn't play anymore. Air just goes through and it sounds bad. So what they used to do was they'd play the trumpet and they'd have like 20 measures or something where they're not playing. So they sit and they wait and they count the measures to do it. And they would, while they were waiting, take out all those pieces of the trumpet and then stick it on their stand. And they would both do that. And they obviously need to come into their part or else the band director's going to notice. But their trumpet has to be put back together. So they'd sit and stare at each other, be like, are you putting yours back together yet? And they'd play chicken and see who would wait the longest to put it back together. So then when someone caved, they would hurry up and scramble and put it together and then play on time, hopefully. I'm a bad influence. Nope. It lives on now. Similar to a sink or a toilet. I got first way too many times. My lips can't hang. Wait, you've got first? First on chicken or first on first part? Y'all wild. Yeah. Absolutely diabolical. They did that in college. I started playing an octave down one week and Gary told me to stop doing that. The 65-year-old Gary? Can he hang? Tell him to do it. First on chicken. Duh. Diabolical. Anyways, yeah, Hobbitsgiving is going to be Sunday. Got to get ready for that. I think I'll see y'all Saturday, though. Saturday we'll do crossword stream. Oh, that's right. I'll show you what I was going to do. Guys, I'm working on that Lord of the Rings print. Look at this thing I'm making. Isn't this cool? I'm inking it in. So this is what we were going to do today. I was going to ink this. And we didn't get around to it. But now I'll ink it on my off time. And then what we do next is we carve it. So we'll carve it and we'll make it... Whoop! Webcam fell. Shame. We'll carve it and then we'll ink it like this. So I'll try to maybe carve it on stream next week. My webcam. It's fine. It's just a Logitech rip webcam. No, it's fine. That's amazing. Thanks, guys. I bet the teacher loved you guys doing that. It is kind of ironic because then he went on to be a teacher. It is a little ironic. But yeah, thanks, guys. I will definitely work on that some more at some point on stream. I don't know when. And I'll have a better webcam setup so it doesn't look like shit and you can actually see what I'm doing. I ran a tight ship. That you did. All right, gang, let me see who we can raid out to. Thanks for being here. Sorry it ended up just being like just chatting. I mean, I guess it was going to be like that anyway with the fucking art stuff going on, but you know, whatevs. Sometimes chatty streams are just fun. Who have we got? Wait. Okay, we got Squeamy. We got Purple Sage. We could raid Sumo. Sumo might be kind of fun. Awkward Monsters is doing Palia. Okay. I'm at a loss. I don't know. We did raid Squeamy kind of recently. Purple Sage we haven't raided in a while, and they did just raid me, so I think I might do that. They're playing Vampire Therapist. Which I don't know if you all remember. Vampire Therapist I played for like 40 minutes and it was a mess. So we're gonna see. Thanks for hanging, everyone. Yes, Age is playing yes. I think it's her second time playing it though. Oh, that's okay. So she knows. We'll do it. We'll raid her. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to see you Saturday morning for some chill crossword streams. I hope you had a good therapy session here, I guess, you know. I cannot thank Danielle Dino Nook enough for the raid. Holy shit. Please go follow Dino Nook or Danielle Allard if you can. Yeah, for the bits and the follows. My brain the EXE broke for a bit. Therapy here, and now we go to more therapy with vampires. That's true. It's on brand, everyone. Let's go help the vampires with their problems now. I hope to see you Saturday, and if not, I'll see you at Hobbitsgiving. Be there at Hobbitsgiving. Love you guys. Bye. See ya.